Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. Based on a clinical study of subgroups of individuals who are cognitively normal or mildly impaired, Prevagen has been shown to improve memory. A Pharmacy Times national survey of pharmacists rated Prevagen the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand for the 5th year in a row. You can find it in the vitamin aisle in stores everywhere without a prescription. Help your memory. Try Prevagen today. Prevagen. Healthier brain, better life. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you missed the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter, then you missed.
Kim is up in Puerto Rico.
I am not for the NIL deal, even though I have a son that plays for East Carolina. That's not college football. That's not the grind. And when a kid is in high school, that's what it's about. It's the grind to get your school paid for and come out after 4 years not being $100,000 in debt. And that doesn't happen for every kid.
When the 4th quarter ends, the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter begins. Right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter postgame call-in show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter, Clip Brock.
All right, Pirates lose it at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium today, 13-10 to the Tulane Green Wave. Hard fought, yes. Pirates in it, yes, but it's another loss for East Carolina, dropping them to 1-8 on the season through 9 weeks. 317-1250. We're taking your calls on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Clip Brock, Jason Nichols, Billy Weaver here with you. We'll run over it all, what happened tonight, what lies ahead for the Pirates, and look around the country at other games, and whatever is on your mind, let us know. 317-1250. We're back with the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show after this.
With U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines. So you don't need that robot daughter you built to get a 4th line for family plan pricing.
Oh, Robe Elizabeth? She's not gonna like that.
The robots will prevail.
Oh boy.
Get the low rate of $19.99 per line. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Get 1, 2, or 3 lines for $19.99 per line right now at Atlantic Wireless, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Bellhaven, Snow Hill, and 3 locations in Greenville.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope, there's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Hey, John, I see your new system's having issues already.
Yeah, I used the other guy with an AC brand I've never heard of.
You should have used Delcor, John. They install train. It's hard to stop a train.
I know, but the other guy was cheaper.
Cheaper isn't better, John.
I know.
Don't use the other guy. Call Delcor. For a limited time, buy a new train system and pay 0% interest for 12 months. Visit Delcor.com for more details. Delcor, the service professionals.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's big anniversary blowout, and we're celebrating it in style with huge anniversary savings on hundreds of items in stock, plus 6 months special financing. Experience the most restful, rejuvenating sleep ever on a comfortable mattress at a very comfortable price with up to 48 months special financing. Plus, in celebration of our 8 decades in business, register for over 8 anniversary giveaways during the big anniversary blowout at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard. Like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it in a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates?
Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250, the number on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Another number you need to know is 758-WING. Wings over Greenville will deliver right to your door, and Billy Weaver just did some damage.
Ooh.
Jason in the process.
I literally ate 2 wings, and I'm full.
because
I told you guys.
Because you had the tenders, as they call them there.
Yeah. I had the boneless.
Yeah.
Well, they're boneless. This is like a breast. It's like a boneless breast. Too huge. It was gigantic.
Thanks to Wings Over Greenville for the post-game food. We got some great games coming up tonight, so continue your football day with Wings Over Greenville. Also a great get for Sunday NFL action. All right, 317-1250, 13-10. We'll go ahead and get right to the calls and get Jason and Billy's thoughts along the way. Shirley Rhodes answering your calls. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, on video production after the Pirates fall today, 13-10. Coleman, Weston, Pays, hang on. Let's go to Cameron in Greenville. Hey, Cameron.
Hey, guys. Went to the game tonight. Didn't want to, but I'm a Pirate, and even in tough times, I'm going to support this team. And it was amazing to see the tailgate atmosphere. It was amazing to see all the fans show up for a program that's 1-7, that has no momentum at all. And for our players to come out and put that kind of performance up, I'm so proud of the players on our team, especially the defense, to compete like that against the Tulane Green Wave, nationally ranked. But what I will not tolerate is Mike Houston and Donnie Kirkpatrick setting up this team for failure. Failure, guys. How in the world, in the fifth year, guys, do you let this happen offensively? An absolute disaster. I felt bad for our defense. They were on the field after the first quarter for pretty much the entire game. And they played their hearts out. And even our offense played their hearts out, even though they don't have talent because their coaches failed them. The offensive system sucks. I'm so frustrated by what this coaching staff has allowed to happen to this program, guys. It is inexcusable, indefensible. Our players deserve better. Our fans deserve better. This program deserves better. No other team in the country that's not Power 5 would have had over 30,000 fans in the stands tonight for a 1-7 football team. We held Tulane to 13 points, and yet we still lose. It is absolutely a disgrace what Mike Houston and this offensive coaching staff, Donnie Kirkpatrick, have allowed to happen in this program. In year 5, guys, year 5, Mike Houston has a losing record. I am so frustrated because our players fought their tails off tonight, guys. I haven't seen that all year. That's the best game we played all year defensively against Tulane and Michael Pratt, who'll probably be the quarterback at Notre Dame next year. It is embarrassing that we are sitting here 1-8 after 2 winning seasons, after what we thought Mike Houston pulled us out of the grave, and we come out and have no offense with the transfer portal, with NIL. How do you not have a quarterback? I mean, I went through the math yesterday, guys. If we had an offense that just averaged 2 touchdowns more a game, we would be sitting pretty right now, probably with 5 or 6 wins. It is an absolute disgrace. We let this man named Donnie Kirkpatrick sit up in the booth and call plays. It is a disgrace to this program. It is a disgrace to everybody, guys. And I may have drinking some liquor and beer tonight, but I can see it with clear eyes. Donnie Kirkpatrick has got to go. And Mike Houston, John Gilbert needs to think about doing so with Mike Houston. How do you let this happen in year 5, guys? It is a disgrace. I thought this team would win 5 or 6 games this year, maybe 7. It's a disgrace what has happened to this program, but I am so proud of the way our fans showed up tonight and the way our defense showed up tonight, and even the offense in the first quarter. I love that RPO action, but I mean, what can you say when you got a blind man named Donnie Kirkpatrick that should be in a nursing home calling plays? But anyways, go Pirates and get Donnie Kirkpatrick out of here, and serious considerations need to be made about Mike Houston getting the hell out of Greenville. I will pay for his plane ticket tonight. Go Pirates, guys.
All right, there is a frustrated Cameron in Greenville. What year is Mike Houston in?
5.
Okay, I thought I heard him correctly.
What year is Cameron in?
He's in year.
Cameron's been around a while.
Cameron's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember him calling in as a little kid. Like, seriously, 10 years old or whatever. Yeah.
Y'all want to hit on anything or go to the calls?
Something about those South Carolina callers, this week.
Wait, was that Tyler?
No. That was Cameron from Greenville.
Oh, that was Greenville?
Yeah.
I thought we was on Myrtle Beach.
No, that was not Tyler from Myrtle Beach. All right, we go to Pays in Raleigh next. What's up, B-Pays?
Hey, Clip, did you know Mike Houston was in year 5?
I heard it. That's a rumor.
Year 5.
Word on the street.
Missed you last week, Pays.
Oh, I know. Hey, I know. It was wifey's birthday last week. So
you did the right thing.
You did exactly the right thing.
If I didn't take care of her birthday, I would have been one in the list.
You wouldn't be calling in tonight. You'd be in deep in a beer, passed out somewhere.
Exactly. Here's the thing. I don't think. Listen, I don't. I don't know if they can fire Mike Houston or and I feel bad for DK because he's killing his. He's just killed his legacy at this university. He had some good years, but just killed his legacy. But this is the offense that Mike Houston wants. He likes this. Somebody put on. I was looking on Twitter. He probably was at halftime. His heart was beating fast. He probably was excited. He liked this. He wants the offense to be like this. And this is the offense he wants to run. And if he cannot run this at East Carolina, he failed miserably on the quarterback situation. He failed miserably in the portal. He's failed miserably at making talent better since he's went here. And I know we probably don't have the money to pop him. But the thing is, this is not going to get any better. Mike has an ego that's bigger than I was getting ready to say a name in Greenville Clip, and I'd have gotten in trouble. Y'all have to blame me. But this is what he wants. And you got to be able to have an offense at East Carolina University. As great as Skip's defenses were, he had enough offense to win the game. You cannot continue down this path. And John Gilbert's going to have to make hay because you had 32,000 there today. You'll be lucky to have 15 at that Tulsa game. And this is not going to get any better next year. Mike Houston, his ego will not let him hire an offensive coach to run the offense that he wants to do. And at that point, then you have to make a decision. Either you go ahead and let it run out, or you on Monday morning, you make your decision and figure it out and let Harold be the interim and let him figure it out the next 3 games and then go, because it's not going to change. Go Pirates. I love y'all guys.
All right, Pace. Thanks, man. I'm where Pace is on the Donnie thing, because I agree with him. Mike Houston wants to play these tight, conservative style football games, I think. And this is why is Donnie still here? Because Mike Houston hasn't made the call. Why has he not made the call? I think he likes this style that they're running.
He does. I had a conversation with a guy at the Pirate Radio tailgate earlier today, and we got on the subject because, of course, every conversation here lately has gone with those discussions. And I said to him, tell me this. As a father, if you continually tell your child, go punch that guy in the face, go punch that guy in the face, go punch that guy in the face, and he continues to do that, and he gets beat up, and he gets reprimanded, whose fault is that? Is it the child's fault? Seriously. Now think about that for a second. If you're the head coach of a football team and you're saying, we are going to do this, and that is it. That's the only way, period. My way or the highway. Now, I don't know those conversations. I don't know if that's happening. But if that indeed is the case, who's to blame?
That's where I'm at.
Ultimately, the head coach is to blame, because as Vince McMahon would say, he's in year 5.
Thank you, Vinnie Mac. 317-1250. We do go to Myrtle Beach and talk to Weston. Hello, Weston.
Cliff, Billy, how you guys doing? I know it's a tough evening again, to be a Pirate. This is the best defense we've had since the Skip Holtz era. This is an unbelievable defense in that we could not get enough offense to beat a team like Tulane. Hats off to this defense. Hats off. They played with their hair on fire. They did everything that they had to do to keep this game in the balance for us to go in and be able to win this ball game. It is unbelievable that in year 5, I know you guys have heard it way too much already. Year 5 of Mike Houston to not have an offense. I knew Mason Garcia wasn't going to be the guy from the beginning. I was
going to ask that too. How'd you know?
Well, to be honest, I watched him play in high school here in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, you are from Myrtle Beach, yeah?
Yeah, so I watched him play at Carolina Forest, and he didn't even know the playbook for his offensive playbook for high school. They just run in there. They say, all right, Mason, throw post, throw vertical, throw a little out pattern. If you don't see anything, run. And that's what he's done at East Carolina. And it's taken us 3 years to figure out that he's doing the same thing that he was in high school compared to what he was in college. Now we got Flynn, who is turnover prone. But the problem is the kid can't do anything when we have an offensive coordinator like Donnie Kirkpatrick, who runs up the middle. We had, 50 yards of offense after the first quarter? That is abysmal. And it doesn't fall completely on Mike Houston. This falls on Donnie Kirkpatrick. If you call a game like you called tonight after the first quarter, where you had a very, very solid first quarter, especially on that first drive and the second drive, for that to happen is abysmal. There's no excuses for having that amount of offense, and we can't make adjustments. This happened all year long, where we're in a game, we're up, we're tied, we're down by a score or a field goal, and we don't make adjustments. And that's where I fall. And this is what we got. This is what we're dealt with. This defense is way too good for us to be 1-8. Way too good. In the Skip Holtz era, you had a defense like this, you win conference championships, bar none. It's sad. I hate where this program is going. I really wish that we be 500 at best. If we had an offense, hell, where would we be? But I'll hang up and listen. Go Pirates as always. Thank you, guys.
All right, Weston.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I need to get those numbers. If anybody's got it real quick, Facebook and YouTube, I've seen it. How many yards did ECU have in the second half? I've seen some low totals, but I haven't seen that official number. If you know it, put it in the chat, please, and we'll talk about it on the UBE stat sheet. All right, let's get one more before we take a break. Coleman is up in Greenville. Hello, Coleman. Coleman's out. You want to try Kenny? Let's go to Kenny in Blunt's Creek. What's up, Kenny?
Hey, good evening, guys. We start off with the positives, man. You know, we competed today. We beautiful weather. Eastern North Carolina, you know, showed out today with the weather. We had a good tailgate. That was pretty good. You know, we held a ranked team to 13 points, and we couldn't score but 10. So, what do you say about that? That everybody's going to say the rest of the night? Billy, guys, you know, what do? We just keep beating the same dead horse. Our offense is horrible. Our quarterback play is terrible. Our play calling is horrible. It's sad that we sit in that stadium and we watch a pretty good defense give us a chance, and our offense just cannot even give us a chance. So, you know, just bummed out again as usual. We'll just sit back and wait for this season to end. Hey, basketball starts Monday night or Tuesday night, so that's a positive. So y'all have a good night. I hope everybody lets y'all out of there early so you can get home and watch some real football.
All right, thanks, Kenny.
Do you remember what Kenny said last week when he called?
What's that?
I might not even go into the game. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember I told him he's going to go into the game?
He's going.
I know better.
Coming, Kenny.
And he sounds a little bit more subdued this week.
It was the weather. The weather was too nice today to stay home.
Yeah. I tell you, it was absolutely perfect day for football.
And I agree, Kenny. I hope we can get home to watch some, as you call it, real football, because there are some good games tonight. All right, so I'm seeing 41 yards of second half offense. I'm seeing 47 yards from the end of the first quarter. I also saw 34 yards after the first quarter. Either way, pitiful.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Pirate Nation, you guys did a good job today, really. I mean,
absolutely.
For the amount of fans that we had out there at that game today, was impressive to be 1-7. So my hat goes off to you guys. And, you know, it is. I mean, it's the same story. I don't even know how to feel up here because we've seen that story for the last however many weeks. You know, defense plays good. Offense actually starts good. And then we just fizzle out. At some point, we fizzle out.
Stillwater might burn down tonight because Oklahoma State is going to run out the clock and beat Oklahoma in what could be the last game of Bedlam with Oklahoma leaving, and they are going to tear that place apart. So the party is about to start there in Stillwater, Oklahoma. All right, Will, Richard, Quentin, and Caden, hang on. We'll get to you when we return on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. A lot more of your calls on the way. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43 just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Get holiday shopping done today at Naughty Life in downtown Washington. This is Gina from Naughty Life, and our store is stocked with the best gifts for your family and friends. Need a new Yeti cup or cooler? Then you can find it here at Naughty Life. Looking for some jewelry, sunglasses, or cool new apparel? Come to Naughty Life today. Also remember, we offer free gift wrapping and great customer service that will help you find a gift for the hard-to-buy person. Enjoy less holiday stress and more fun at Naughty Life on Main Street in downtown Washington.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right. Memphis survived a shootout with South Florida today. They moved to 6-2 on the season after a 59-50 win over the Bulls. UTSA moves to 6-3 after they defeated North Texas 37-29. Coastal Carolina got by Old Dominion 28-24. Games going on right now. Florida State leading Pittsburgh 24-7. with about 3 minutes to go in that game. Houston survived Baylor 25-24 in overtime. It was Iowa over Northwestern 10-7. James Madison beat up on Georgia State 42-14. Missouri loses to number 2 Georgia 32-21. Oklahoma State, as we mentioned a couple of minutes ago, defeated Oklahoma 27-24. Penn State all over Maryland. They win it 51-15, and UCF defeats Cincinnati 28-26. That's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. The Buck has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at The Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at The Buck. Now let's head back in to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, we got NFL Network on, and they're showing a college football game. Marshall and App State. App State up 14-3. And that one, thank you very much, Shirley Rhodes, the big dog Glenn Griffin here. Jason Nichols and Billy Weaver. We are taking your calls on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show and enjoying some awesome wings over Greenville. Will, Richard, and Quentin, you guys hang on. We'll go to Caden in Greenville, who is on with us now. Hello, Caden.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, what's up, man?
Hey, this is Jay's roommate. No, I don't know if y'all remember from.
Yeah, we remember Jay.
We're back. We had a good game today. I thought we played pretty good. Pretty upset about the outcome, but I think overall as a team, we showed that we can score the ball, and that's a really big thing. Our defense played amazing, as always, but our offense just got to show up, man. Especially in the second half, it's terrible. We gotta move the ball. You can't win not getting first downs, and it's terrible.
All right.
He said we proved that we can score the ball.
I was a little confused
in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean they look good. The offense looked good in the first quarter. Yeah. But then after that, just nothing. It's
just like last
baffling.
week.
Yeah, same thing. Last week, when they came out, the very first play last week was a deep shot over the middle. Next 3 plays is 3 and out. So they essentially go 4 and out on the first series, and you're thinking, okay, but at least they're showing something downfield. Yeah. And then, next thing you know, they're kind of back into the old rut.
To the comfort zone.
Yeah.
All right, Jay's roommate. Thank you, man.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah.
I was supposed to cut my hair if we won today. So that's the only positive I got, Ron.
I like that, though. I thought about this. We should start kind of going crazy here. Maybe not this season, but we should say we'll do something if ECU has success. Because I feel like we're going to have to start making sacrifices, Weave, for us to win. So, like tattoos or something. I don't know.
Okay, when you said sacrifices, I'm just making sure there's no animal sacrifices in here.
Not like Pedro Serrano on Major
League. Right. Somebody get him a chicken.
Get him a chicken.
Bringing a bucket of Kentucky Fried.
Yeah. All right, Quentin, you are up next as Jay's roommate's hair is safe. Hello, Quentin.
Hey, Cliff. How you doing, man?
What's up, bud?
Man, first off, congratulations to the women's volleyball team and their successes this year. Second, can't wait for men's basketball. Hopefully they can beat this D3 team by 50 points on Monday. Third, congratulations to the fans that came out this week. That was a pretty impressive crowd for a 1-7 football team. Fourth, getting pretty tired of coming out there and taking family season tickets and passes and spending all this money on the tailgate game to see 10 points put up by the offense. Everybody says that, last week we put up 28 points, but 7 points were in garbage time and 7 points were by defense, so we put up 13 points against UTSA. It's just another same old. Getting pretty tired of it. Hopefully we might squeeze out another game, another win, end of the year. Just look forward to hearing what you guys say about it.
Well, I can hear it in your voice. You are exasperated, but thank you for the call, and at least you did find some positives out there. Week 9 and another, 1 touchdown game. We had 1 touchdown from the offense last week as well when it mattered. We had one late that really didn't even count. So, we are what we are on offense at this point. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, there is nothing to say about it because it, like you said, it is what it is. We have, how many times does someone have to show you who they are before you finally believe, well, that's who they are?
Yeah, we've known for a while now. I mean, really since the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, Chandler and I were out there the first scrimmage. I keep talking about it, and we saw 4 pick sixes, and we were like, maybe this was an off day, or like this has been going on since preseason.
Right.
and here we are. Brutal. All right, Richard is up in Tampa. Hey, Richard.
Hey, y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on. I'm a big ECU fan down here in Florida. And I hate to see the team play like this way. I've been preaching to the choir after I went to the Charlotte game. Brian Kirkpatrick, he needed to have a for sale sign in his front yard after that game. Embarrassing. Offensively, we're playing like a D2 team in a way. Now, we are close. The defense is on everything they can to keep it a good game. For us, it's a mixture of the players, but also Donnie has to go. At this point, I've been saying Houston, we should give him at least a year. one more year, thanks to bringing back the bowl relevancy. But if he just will not let go of Donnie, then Houston has to go too. That's a part of just the offensive philosophy on how both of them work together. I mean, this isn't Citadel, this ain't Lenore Ryan. This is ECU. So, I mean, it's a different ball game in a way. So, for us, we got to get back to the prominent. ECU is SEC country, in my opinion. We're just waiting to crack. We have the environment. We have the college town history. It's just this is awful timing for us to be at this point with all the realignment. And we'll see y'all's thoughts on that. And like I said, man, go Pirates. Hey, also, everybody listening in, there's an ECU Tampa chapter in Florida now. So for all the Tampa Pirates, we got the Buccaneers. We got the Pirates here too. So reach out to me. Y'all got my cell phone number. Thank you very much, and give me y'all's thoughts and all that. Fire Donnie. Go Pirates.
All right, Richard in Tampa. Thank you for being a big-time Pirate down there in Buccaneer country. I mean, I think, and it doesn't matter what I think because I've already been wrong because I thought they might have got rid of Donnie, bye week or after the Charlotte debacle, but it's like they're going to stick with him. I do think they'll probably part ways after the year, kind of like we saw Bob Trott as the defensive coordinator in Mike Houston's era.
Okay, if you end up with one win on the season, how in good faith as a head coach can you go to your boss, the athletic director, and say, I got this?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm the boss of the guy that just went 1-11, and I'm saying, okay, well, what changes are you making? Because obviously what you did this year isn't working. So if you're not making changes, you think everything's okay, maybe I need to make a change. So I just can't see any scenario whatsoever where Mike Houston doesn't make a change because his job depends on that.
Yeah, definitely. 317-1250. Will is up in Greenville. Hey, Will.
Hey, bud.
What's up? All right.
First of all, on what my man just said, you don't go to your boss after this game. You hide from him.
That's pretty good.
Second of all, when you have nothing to lose, I've seen so many teams with nothing to lose, and you don't go for it like you have nothing to lose. That is a damn joke. It is a joke to ECU football. Also, to piggyback on Quentin, hell yeah, let's go ECU volleyball because clearly that's the only thing we have to cheer for right now. And I just want to tell everybody that's listening, stay away from Elm Street because we're bumper to bumper right now. We can't even get out of here.
Got our traffic report. Thank you, Will.
That's really why I called in because I've been on Elm Street waiting.
Hey, we'll get you through it, man. Yeah.
We appreciate you, Will.
I mean, what do y'all have to say about this?
About what?
The traffic, the game, any of it.
I've been stuck in that traffic on Elm Street. If you're coming out of the stadium, Elm Street towards 5th, that's not fun. Or 10th Street, I'm sorry. Well, that's not fun.
Sorry. And Will, here's what we have to say about going for it, as you say, doing something different. How many weeks have we talked about that, Billy? I remember Billy sitting here, God, it feels like a month ago, saying, hey, look, maybe it won't be any better, but at least it'll appease the fans a little bit if you try to do something different or open it up, throw down, trick play, do something. And we're still sitting here.
3 yards downfield. If it don't work, the hell with it.
That's what I said.
A month ago.
I said that a month ago. I've been saying that every game.
Look, I'm sorry. I've been working.
No. I'm just saying we have been, we're on the same page with you here.
It's, coaches get it in their head that trick plays, some coaches do. Now, some coaches embrace trick plays. Other coaches have it in their head that it's an act of desperation. I'm sorry, you're 1-7. Open it up and try whatever is going to work.
It's called being aggressive, man. I mean, there is no such thing as a trick play. That's called a well-executed play.
Thank you.
You make it work. You make it work because you know something about what they do defensively to take advantage.
If they over-pursue and you know, absolutely.
That's called being aggressive. It's called playing offense, and that's why, I mean, we've been in the situation we've been in because we don't play offense. I mean, we play guarded, and so we get these 10, 13 games. I mean, one touchdown. We've averaged, about a one touchdown a game.
Yeah. And I think traditional coaches that want to run the football, establish the run, they want to say we're bigger, faster, and stronger than you. If we throw a flea flicker on end around or anything like that, then we're not soft. We're soft. No.
Listen,
I was about to say
at the end of the day,
forget that.
Find a way to win.
Find a way to win.
Yeah. Be aggressive. Take advantage of what they, of their weaknesses or whatnot. Whatever you've seen on film to exploit what they're doing. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Will, are you still there?
Oh, I'm here.
All right, I hate to pile on. This feels like piling on, but funny is funny. David on Facebook said Donnie Kirkpatrick is probably directing traffic after the game on Elm Street.
Oh, man, no wonder we're back up.
All right, Will.
One car to the left, one car to the right.
Hopefully you'll be home or off Elm Street by the end of our show. Just keep us tuned in here.
Hey, just thank God I'm not driving.
All right, man. Have a good one. There's Will on Elm Street.
It's that stoplight on Elm and 10th.
He ain't moved yet. That whole call didn't even move. All right, Kyle, Cheezel, Taylor, we're going to get to you when we return. U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show, taking your calls and getting your thoughts on Facebook and YouTube as well, if you are on YouTube. We have 250 more viewers than we have likes currently. So if you could just hit that thumb, we'd appreciate that. Subscribe to YouTube TV, and I'll say thank you in advance. 317-1250, one open line. What you got, Weave?
My wife just texted me. She said, LOL, we just got off Elm Street.
Everybody's on Elm Street. We'll be back with you after this.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
Hey you. Yeah, you. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join the DriveHereNow.com network. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
Here with Christy Conway today from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
That's right. We also provide property management services for rental properties. We have found that rental property owners have difficulty managing their rental properties effectively. We can provide full-service property management to those owners to include advertising their homes for rent, tenant screening, rent collections, and maintenance coordination. If you have real estate or property management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Everyone has their origin story, and for countless riders on the road, track, and trail, that story started on a Honda dirt bike. Honda's lineup of CRFF trail bikes has ignited a passion for riders everywhere, and along the way, they've helped teach responsibility, instill confidence, and form bonds between family and friends. Honda is thrilled to introduce the latest CRFF trail bike lineup available now at Ron Ayers Motorsports. For those riders just starting out, there's the CRF 50F, and CRF 110F, both featuring an automatic clutch. For younger teens and smaller adults, there's the CRF 125F and 125F big wheel. You get a bump in power, seat height, and performance. And then there's the CRF 250F, a fun trail bike that offers plenty of usable power and the kind of durability Honda is known for. See the full lineup today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and we'll see you on the trails.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Pirate Radio.
All of our last names are ECU.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250 lines locked and loaded at the moment. Clip Brock, Billy Weaver, and Jason Nichols here. Shirley Rhodes taking your calls. The big dog, Glenn Griffin. Video production tonight as East Carolina falls to Tulane 13-10. And Shirley, do we have some Mike Houston comments from after the game? We will hear those before we get to Carter, Kyle, Cheezel, and Taylor. Here's Mike Houston. And you want me to set it up like Chandler?
Obviously a tough one to swallow. Had a chance to be a pretty special night, and just really appreciate the stadium tonight, the students showing up, and the way they support our program, and the fans. I mean, Dowdy Ficklen Stadium was rocking in the fourth quarter, and our kids gave us a chance to knock off a nationally ranked opponent, and we just couldn't get that score we needed there at the end. And hats off to them. I mean, they're 8-1 and undefeated in conference play, and they find a way to win. But I've got a great bunch of kids. They played their tails off. They prepared all week, very, very well. Came out very, very confident, very aggressive, and gave us a chance. And that's what makes it a tough one to swallow. And we're all hurting right now just because everyone in this building continues to invest heavily each day and for each other, and that's the special something we have right now. And I have no doubt that they're going to continue to go out. They're going to play their tails off, and that's just who they are. So.
All right, there is Mike Houston after the loss to Tulane at 13-10.
My first question would have been, Coach, you said that you started off aggressively. What happened after that? Why weren't you continuing to be aggressive? That would have been my first question.
Yeah, I mean, the yardage tells the story on the UB stat sheet. East Carolina just nothing doing after the first quarter, really.
Because, I mean, with that statement, it sounds to me like they weren't being aggressive. Does that mean you weren't actively being aggressive? The players fell off? What does that mean? Jason, that we started off aggressive.
You said this while we were watching the game. Well, first of all, I asked you, and I think Glenn, I don't know if Weave was here, maybe he was, but I said, how many times have we been in this situation? Even before that, I said, Jason, I'm sorry. I think ECU has no chance to win this game. And we were, tied or down 3 or something? We've been in this situation, get the ball in the fourth, one possession game, can't move it at all. And this time they did move it across midfield, but couldn't get the fourth down. Jalen Johnson's got to make that play on third down, and didn't make it. And they end up not getting it on fourth. But Jason, you were talking about how do whatever you did early.
Yeah.
Even if they know it's coming and you might come back to it, it worked. Let's do that again. You kept mentioning that.
Yeah, what you try to do is, like, early in the game, that first drive, especially when you're struggling like that, you say, okay, what do we have success doing? Because we went down the field and we scored, we had success. You highlight those plays. You check them off. And you come back and you say, you know what? I'm going to call this again. Who cares? Whether they know it's coming or not, which they probably don't, but you're just going back through your script of calling your plays and saying, I'm going to call these plays because these plays hit early on for us. And at some point, you just got to have the plays that you're going to take a shot. I mean, at midfield, be aggressive, because all you're saying is we need one score. One score to go find a way to win this game. And we just couldn't muster that tonight. And it's been this way the whole season. So that's what good play callers that I've been around would do. They would go back through that call sheet and find the plays that they've had success with and call it again.
And no offense, it shouldn't be hard to find because they haven't had success with many plays. You should be able to kind of pinpoint the ones you had.
You go back through they're scripting, they're writing down. Every time you call a play, they're writing it down. So
Absolutely.
The first series, I'm going to go back. I can go back to this first series, see what I call, and I can even look at it and say, I'm going to present it just a different way. Maybe it's a different personnel, a different formation, but I'm calling the same thing to go try to find some success.
And then you exploit players. I mean, if my receiver has just torched a DB, guess what? That play is going to be called real quick within maybe that same series. If not, definitely the next series. I'm going to go back to what is successful.
And
I'm going to continue to call that play until you can't stop it.
Mike Jones, Mike Jones on Facebook said, I had a reaction to this comment too. He said, couldn't find a way in the end, couldn't find a way in the middle either. I agree. I'm tired, a little tired of hearing like we just couldn't get it done at the end. Well, do it in the second quarter or third quarter. We can score then. We don't have to wait to try to score the tying or winning touchdown at the end. We can try to do. I don't know. All right, 317-1250. Carter, Kyle, Cheezel, hang on. Let's go to Taylor in Deep Run. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
I appreciate you having me on. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Got a few things I want to get off my chest. Look, this may be the worst ECU team I've seen yet. And the thing is, we don't have an X-factor player. Every great ECU team that I've ever seen, we've had a Keaton Mitchell, or we've had at least like a Tyler Snead. I'll tell you what, guys, we could really use a C.J. Johnson right now. I mean, what do we do when these guys have success, a little bit of success, and then they leave? We saw it with Pro, we saw it with Snead, even McMillan on the defense, who is having success in the NFL. But how do we get these guys to stay? We have no X factor at all, and when we do, we lose them. What can we do to convince these guys to stick around?
NIL money.
Yeah.
Now you
Nowadays,
can do that.
It's money. Yeah, pay them.
Before, guys would leave to try to make some money. Now you can legally and literally get money. So, and those are those players.
I mean, how bad are we hurting for a C.J. Johnson right now?
Oh, we talked about it pregame, Jason. We were rattling off the names, and Isaiah Winstead was sitting right here in the pregame, and damn, I wish we could have him on the field for one more year.
So we try to sneak him out there if we could.
Exactly.
Well, I tell you what, and with CJ, so many people complained about some of the dumb penalties that he would get because he would get in a DB's face and he would talk a lot of junk and everything. But you know what? He went up in those 50-50 balls. If you threw a 50-50 ball up to CJ, he was 9 out of 10 times going to win that battle. I mean, he was a tough player. He was,
Who's the guy on this team that can do that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's proven they can.
No.
Now, whether they have the ability or not, that's a different argument.
Jalen had a shot on that third down.
Absolutely.
Make a big play for your quarterback, and unfortunately couldn't come up with it.
Well, and that was the difference because
who's even our number one wide receiver? Do we have one?
Not necessarily, but that was the difference in the game, right? Because Jalen, we dropped that one pass when it was crucial. It was third and whatever. We dropped it. We ended up having to go for it on fourth down.
Third and 6.
Tulane comes back and starts the drive, and they hit their receiver on a late play. He goes down and catches the football. That's the difference in the game.
Yeah.
And it's always this.
Guys, I appreciate y'all having me up here. I want to finish this with this. At what point in time do we see the freshman Jeter?
Well, that's a good question. I had somebody, the same guy that I was talking to in the pregame tailgate, said, with 3 games left, do you put Jeter in? Why not?
Well, I saw somebody say, do you start him? I don't know about start him, but I think you definitely get him in.
I mean, because, there's been so much complaint about the whole Mason Garcia situation and not getting him valuable, meaningful reps last year. Why would you make the same mistake 2 years in a row?
I would bet now, because he played in 1 game earlier this year, right? So that's 1 towards his red shirt.
Yeah.
You got 3 games
3 left. Right.
He's going to play in all 3 of these next games.
He has to. If he doesn't, then I seriously question
what are you playing
what's going on.
Yeah,
right.
You're not playing for anything.
You're playing for nothing.
So at this point,
be a decision like someone's job is on the line. Somebody make a decision like your job is on the line, because that's what it is. And somebody needs to make that call.
Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I mean, we're going to be sitting here next week, guys, and I got a bad feeling that we're going to be talking about why didn't Jeter play. I'm just telling you.
I do too.
From just past experiences with what we've seen from this staff and quarterbacks, because they want to maybe if the game gets out of hand. The thing is, East Carolina's in these freaking games. We're just losing them.
Well, does that matter?
Not to me, but it does to them.
I don't care if it's 13-13 next week in the third. Still put them in. Why? What difference does it make?
Wouldn't that be a great time if it's 13-13 to find out what he's made of?
Right.
Yeah.
Put him in, meaning, because what is the knock against Garcia is that the stage is too big for him, that he freaks out on the field. Yeah. And that, that's been what kind of the buzz around people that talk about the program are like, well, I've heard that, he gets out there and he just, doesn't get it done because of the stage or the situation or whatever. You need to get guys in meaningful situations to see what they've got. How do they perform under the lights on the big stage?
Well, I think you have to do that just because moving forward, you need to know what you need to be ready to do come time to get back out on the road, recruit, and get in the portal.
Yeah.
You need to know, as you can be the greatest coach of all time, but you don't have a chance if you don't have a quarterback that you can trot out there on that field and give you a chance to win. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're missing right now. Let's just be honest. That's what we've missed all year. We don't have that guy. And then we don't probably have enough pieces around that guy to even, play along with him to help you win as well. So it's a lot of work to do. I'm sure those guys, they got to be thinking about that right now. That has to be your number one thought going into these.
Well, and with the transfer portal changes the entire dynamic of a quarterback. You don't have the luxury now of not finding out exactly what your quarterback has in meaningful situations. You don't have that luxury anymore. You don't have the luxury of saying, okay, I know I've got 3 years with this guy. That's over. That's done.
That's why, to me, the red shirt really didn't mean much to me if I'm looking at this, because at the end of the day, if he's what we think he is and he plays well and he shows out, there might be somebody else knocking on the door.
That's right.
This is reality radio now. 317-1250. Let's go to Cheezel in Ocean City. Hello, Cheezel.
Boys, how we doing?
What's up?
Hey, first and foremost, happy hot roast pork month for the Samboners. But look, there's no such thing as moral victories when we haven't beaten an FBS team yet. This is getting out of control. I mean, don't tell me it's about an NIL check either, because everybody can go ahead and look at on3.com. All the information is out there. ECU has a $300 million endowment, okay? I'm going to read off some names to you here in a second. But the problem is nobody wants to acknowledge that he put all of his eggs, and Mike Houston, in one basket. And he didn't recruit and or develop. We've been banging this drum for almost 27 months now. He rode those Ailers' coattails, he got paid, and he expected to get balled out. Now, let me tell you, Mike Houston is the 64th highest paid coach in the country. Has anybody looked at JMU this year? Because none of those guys are Mike Houston recruits. So, like I just said, he's the 64th highest paid coach in the country. Fritz, who we just paid, is the 59th highest paid coach in the country from Tulane. He's making $2.8 million. After that, I'm going to read off, let's go to, how about the 74th? Jeff Tedford, Fresno State, $1.5 million. After that, I can go to Sean Elliott, Georgia State, $811,000. After that, we can go to, Kurt Signetti, James Madison, what do you know? $677,000. Bowling Green, Scott Loeffler, $560,000. Miami of Ohio, Martin, $507,000. This is what I'm saying. This is not NIL. This is malpractice. Malcolm Gray, where are you? I should have gone trick-or-treating and rung your doorbell so you could hear me. This shit is ridiculous.
Wait, why did he blame Malcolm?
I don't understand the Malcolm reference because Malcolm's the sports information director.
What is Malcolm supposed to do?
Maybe he
Why
met
are
John
people
Gilbert.
trick-or-treating at Malcolm's house? A lot of questions.
Maybe I think maybe he got Malcolm and John Gilbert mixed
This
up.
is the first time anybody's ever called out Malcolm Gray on the fifth quarter. I got to tell Malcolm about this.
I have a comment
kick
from
out of
Mike
that.
Houston directed at a fifth quarter caller, possibly, that I'm going to post here in a second.
Really? During his post-game press conference?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let y'all
Okay,
read it
okay.
for what you want to read it for, but that's how I read it.
All right.
Gotcha.
317-1250. We go to Kyle in LaGrange next. What's up, Kyle?
I was really enjoying the previous caller until he said Malcolm Gray when he meant to say John Gilbert.
Yeah.
He has some good points about coaches' salaries. I'm 100% on board. Look, I'm not second guessing here. I'm first guessing. Anybody who was around me in the stands know I was yelling, punt the ball, 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 punt the ball on 4th and 6. You can't invent an offense out of the blue. We hadn't played offense all night. We had put up about 50 yards since the first quarter until the fourth quarter altogether. And suddenly on 4th and 6, you're going to go for it. When you could have punted the ball, planted them deep, they'd have been in the – hopefully if we'd executed the punt and down in the ball, they'd have been in the shadows of their own goal line and would have probably came out very conservatively. Who knows? You force a turnover there, whatever. And, some people will say, well, he was being aggressive, and that's what we want. You got to have a feel for it. And I don't know if he uses the chart or analytics or whatever, but he doesn't have a feel for when to go for it, when to not. That was a situation we should have punted and let the defense, who's the only reason we were in the game, try to win the game for us. The outcome might have been the same, but in that situation, I'd have loved to have put it in the defense's hand instead of taking a force of turnover, giving us a short field. Maybe we'd have had a miracle and scored a touchdown or made a field goal, or it probably wouldn't have made a difference. The outcome would have probably been the same. It was the crowd today that showed up was in that game for 4 quarters. So many people were just sitting there at the end of the game. I don't think I've ever quite seen people just sit there at the end of the game, just like they didn't know what to do. You felt it in that stadium at times. The crowd was really into it. You thought you were going to have one of those moments during just what's been a horrific season where you're going to upset a top 25 team. The students are going to run on the field. And you can move on and start thinking about next year, getting a quarterback in here from the portal, which, by the way, that's the answer. You can play Jeter, you can play Flynn, you can play Garcia, you can play the honky-tonk man. It don't freaking matter. We're going to have to get a quarterback from the portal. Donnie's not coming back. There's no need to even have that discussion anymore. The question is, will Mike Houston be here? And if we go 1-11, I've said it before and I've said it again, and at this point I'm a broken record. I don't see how you can keep him at 1-11. We might do it because our administration is that inept and stupid. We have the most feckless athletic director in the history of college athletics. I hated Confer. Confer was a piece of garbage. I don't hate Gilbert by any means, but I think he's very feckless. He's not a good leader. He's not outspoken. There's crap we just beyond just on the football field, man. There's crap we just don't do that doesn't make any sense to me. Dwayne Harris was in the stadium for the Charlotte game. We didn't recognize him on the scoreboard. We didn't mention him. Luke Fisher was there today. No recognition at all. I don't know what in the hell people are doing. It's just we are so inept all over the place. And, yeah, the previous caller was right. Houston's contract is ridiculous. We could replace him with a lot of great coaches. Hell, look at Rich Rodriguez at Jacksonville State. He's making $800,000 a year. Their first year at the SBS level took South Carolina to the wire today. I don't know what that final ended up being, but they're 7-3, playing well against South Carolina. I mean, there's so many coaches out there that are you telling me Jacksonville State is loaded with that NIL money? That sweet, sweet Jacksonville, Alabama economy. They just got loads of rich alumni. I mean, yeah, we need to do better with NIL, but that ain't the whole problem here. We had Mason Garcia here. He was the second coming of Joe Montana. Just wait until you see Mason. Mason sucks. We apparently can't evaluate quarterback talent. We can't develop quarterback talent. We can't evaluate and develop offensive linemen. As far as playmakers at receiver, we saw Jalen Johnson make plays last year. The difference is we had an offensive line and a quarterback. so well, I think will be a good receiver. He's had his moments. He's young. He's going to get there. We just have no rhythm to anything we do. There seems to be no reason why we call plays we do. It's just to the point now where I'm just ready to say the hell with it. This is the first time in my life as a Pirate fan where, I had a colonoscopy yesterday. I had more fun doing that than I did today. I told my wife sitting there, I said, why do I waste my time and my money on this crap? I'm going to find something else to do. I mean, it's getting to that point where it's just a complete waste of time. It's just inept and ridiculous. There's no excuse to be this bad on offense. None. I can handle losing. It ain't about losing. It's about being completely inept and pathetic on offense. And again, I go back. I think it was arrogance on Houston's part. He didn't think he was going to be here, and he didn't prepare and recruit properly and develop his talent. Is either arrogance or he just don't know what the hell he's doing. He's never been anywhere 5 years. He didn't know how to build a program. He knows how to win with other people's players. You tell me where Mike Houston at JMU, at the Citadel, and at Lenore Ryan, he was there 2 years and 3 years, each one of those three places. He's never won with his own talent. He's never built a program. I don't know if he has the ability to. I think if you give him a good football team, he can coach. He can coach them up. But I don't know that he can build a roster and build talent. I don't know, man. I don't know. He'll probably be here next year with a new OC and a quarterback out of the portal, and we'll see where it goes. But, even with all the talent we had last year, we had a lot of talent last year. We finished sixth in the league. We went 7-5. We went 7-5 with players that are in the NFL now. I mean, I'm just to the point where I'm disgusted. I don't have any quick remarks or great comments or highlights for the callers, for the call, for the show, whatever the hell you want to say this week. I'm just at a loss, man. I'm at a loss. I'm to the point where I just want to say, screw it. Find something else to do. Thank God basketball starts Monday. I didn't think I'd ever say that, or Tuesday, whenever the hell we play. And that's all I got. Go basketball.
All right. Kyle in the Grange bringing it once again. Basketball, by the way, is Monday 7 o'clock, Minges Coliseum against Ferrum.
Well, I think Kyle was trying to say that ECU football needs a total colonoscopy cleaning.
Yeah,
that's what I got from it.
All right. That's the business you're in, isn't it, Billy?
No, I used to be.
You used to be.
Yeah, used to be into GI drugs.
That's what I thought. I think Kyle needs to listen to this comment from Coach Houston I just posted on our social media.
All right. Well, do you want to play it here?
Yes, let's play it.
Yes, I want to hear it. I'm very intrigued.
Let's surely pull it up. Alabama, LSU, just getting underway. We'll keep you up to date on that, and Washington and USC on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Dub Buck. All right, we got it, Shirley. All right, here's Mike Houston postgame.
It's frustrating. It also says a lot about our kids. I know there's somebody sitting in a recliner somewhere that has pure hate in their heart, and they're going to say all these stuff, and they continue to say all this stuff. And I know what our record is, but we have a good program. Those kids are good kids. Yes, we have not made plays enough to win those ball games, but we have a good bunch of tough-ass, hard-nosed kids in that locker room, and they're going to fight, and I'm going to fight, and we're going to fight all week in practice, and we're going to fight next Saturday. We're going to continue to do that, and there's opportunities in our schedule.
Well, I didn't get anything from that. What was I supposed to get from that?
You didn't get
Is it the recliner?
It was the recliner and the pure hate. I thought that was clearly Kyle LaGrange.
Is that just the image, the mental image that popped into your head?
I mean, I know folks from LaGrange that sit around and talk on the phone and watch TV. And
their recliner?
Yeah. I'm one of them.
But, I mean, you can call or post on a message board from a recliner. You can do a lot.
That is true.
You can do a lot of things.
That is true.
I didn't get fifth quarter from it, but yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Who's that, the complainers?
I don't think these I hope he's not talking about it, because these callers don't have hate in their heart. They have, like, sadness, like, concern.
Yeah.
They wanted to be good.
Oh, you know what? We were past
hate in his heart.
We were past hate at week 2. We were past hate.
Yeah.
I told you we've gone through all the stages of grief. Yeah, we're in complacency now and just
definitely week 3. It was like, boy, it was burning up in week 3.
What I don't get is he's angrier after. He was angry after wins last year than he's been after horrible losses this year.
That's typical coach, though.
I mean, I guess that you don't want to show your face. You don't want to let him see you sweat.
Yeah.
But at some point,
y'all said Logan used to be like that.
Yeah. Logan, after a win, man, he would just tear into. I mean,
it was everything that went wrong.
Right. Because that was a teachable moment. That's when you can teach a guy. A player will be more receptive to criticism after a win than they will. They feel beat down after a loss. So you got to be very careful. And I think that's just the coach and Coach Houston there. That's not getting the fire and the anger and all that at this point in the season.
All right, let's go to Carter in Greensboro next on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. What's up, Carter?
Hey, so I don't understand the whole hate in your heart thing there. No, nobody wants to see this team win more than Pirate Nation. Nobody hates Mike Houston. Everybody's rooting for that guy to win today. So I don't follow that. Let's handle some family business first, shall we? I mean, to everybody today that was booing AMAC, the baseball team, shame on you. Absolute shame on you. That guy was a Pirate through and through, locked down the hot corner. Dude was a program guy, got an opportunity somewhere else, had an extra year. We weren't in the conversations with him and Cliff. Shame on you. So I just want to get that out in the open right now because I feel like that needs to be addressed. Weave, do you agree?
I agree 100%, and I know what you're talking about. Jason is kind of perplexed here, but during the game, the ECU baseball team was recognized for their conference championship, and they got their conference championship rings. Alec Makarevich is no longer with the teams, transferring to NC State. He was not recognized. They didn't even call out his name. He was in the stands. Troy Dreyfus actually got a picture of him with his ring in the stands. So he got his ring, but he wasn't recognized. And I think a lot of, there's kind of the back and forth. Some people are saying, well, he's going to NC State, F him or whatever. I don't agree with that.
Well, who was booing him?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear any of the booing. I don't know about. I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, I don't.
But I just know there were people that were upset, and I agree. I'm just in the school of once a Pirate, always a Pirate. That guy gave 4 years of his life and helped, that team win. And I think he started every game last year, if I'm not mistaken. I just think he should have been recognized on the field. His name should have been called. He should have been out there. He was in the stands. I know from people that know Alec that he was very upset about that, and I can understand why. So that was – I kind of figured that was going to come up on the show.
All right. Anything else, Carter?
Yeah. So, again, man, the offensive creativity or lack thereof, how many times are we going to talk about this? And it's weird, right? Because I think back to the South Carolina game. First play, halfback pass, Tyler Sneed, 80-yard touchdown pass, right? Blew the lid off of Dowdy Ficklin. And to see the offense today just run up the middle. Yes, it worked in the first quarter. You got to do it till they stop it. Well, guess what? They stopped it. But this guy keeps doing it, just running into a brick wall. So no surprise we don't move the ball in the second half because these guys won't make adjustments. And so in the end, we'll see what happens with the coaching staff. But this offense philosophy that we see, like it's not going to work. It's not just not going to work here. That's not going to work in any school in our conference. You have to spread it out. You have to push the ball vertically, right? We don't have the biggest line, the fastest guys, the strongest at every single position. These guys got to get creative. They're not. It's hurting the team, and it's a real problem.
All right. Well said, Carter. Thank you for your call. Carter in Greensboro. All right, Spencer, Kevin, Eric, we'll get to you next on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. If you're watching some football at home and need some good grub to go with it, call Wings Over Greenville. They'll deliver right to your door. The great tenders, bone-in wings, waffle fries, tots. They got it all at Wings Over Greenville, 758 Wing. We'll be back with more. No score between LSU and Bama, and USC has it in the red zone, but no score between the Huskies and the Trojans either. We'll keep you up to date on everything going on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Back with more of your calls after this.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This isn't your regular cola, so this isn't your regular cola ad. No beach parties or family barbecues here, just Nitro Pepsi, the first cola ever infused with nitrogen. So forget everything you thought you knew about soda, because that nitrogen gives us a whole new experience. Think an infusion of smaller bubbles for a cola that's got a lighter, smoother texture. And don't get me started on the pour. You don't pour this like any other cola. We're talking turn the can completely upside down and watch as those bubbles cascade into the glass to create a frothy, luxurious foam topping. Can your cola do that? I didn't think so. Unless you've got your own Nitro Pepsi, in which case cheers to your great taste. Because you already know that the only thing better than the pour is the unapologetic cola taste. What else is there to say? From the creamy foam to the smooth texture to its unbelievably delicious flavor, this is cola like you've never had it before. Time to bring your taste buds to the next frontier. Nitro Pepsi. Smooth, creamy, delicious.
This is Frank Lee with Appliances Superstore. We make buying appliances easy. Now we make buying golf carts easy. Yes, that's right. We have golf carts in stock. Icon and Bentelli, street legal golf carts that are ready to hit the road. Mention Pirate Radio and get $500 off your new cart. It's just that easy. Get your new golf cart today and save $500 when you mention Pirate Radio. We're located right off 264 behind the new DMV or AppliancesSuperstore.com. Appliances Superstore, where we make buying appliances and golf carts easy.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, this game just went into final just a couple of minutes ago. In overtime, Charlotte beats Tulsa by a final of 33-26. Georgia Southern is trailing Texas State 45-24 in the fourth quarter. It is California 19, Oregon 35 in the third quarter. At the half, Liberty with an 8-0 record, is leading Louisiana Tech 28-10 at halftime. Marshall is trailing Appalachian State 21-3 in the third quarter. San Diego State has a 7-3 lead on Utah State in the second quarter. And in a game that we are keeping a close eye on right now, it is LSU and Alabama underway. They're about midway through the first quarter, no score as of yet. And I should change that because LSU just scored. So it is now 7-0 on Alabama with 9:46 left to go in the first quarter. That is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. They have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at The Buck. They have the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaways starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, welcome back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Justin Little, good to see you out there. Jason Nichols, Billy Weaver here, Shirley Rhodes. Chon, what's up, Chon? Hadn't seen you all day, buddy.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
I'm doing great. Another loss.
Yeah, 1-8.
1-8. Man.
1-8. Yep.
That's tough, Jeff.
Tough.
Mike, Spencer, Kevin, hang on. Let's go to Eric in Scuffleton to start this segment. Did Eric hang on? Hello, Eric. He didn't hang on. Nope. No patience. Let's see if Kevin in Burlington has more patience. Hello, Kevin.
I have a lot of patience, Clip.
Good to know. Good to know.
I have 2 points, and mine's probably not going to be a very favorable take, given what I've heard. I haven't listened to the whole show, but I was very proud of our Pirates today because we hung tough with number 24 in the country. And no, we didn't get the result we wanted, but those kids played their ass off. And our coaches played their ass off with what they have. Only they know what they have. But I was very proud today to be a Pirate, to play the number 24 team in the country within 3 points. Because I was expecting to get blown out, honestly. That's my first point. The second thing is kind of a question. Josiah Hatfield, number 88, who is a wide receiver. I'm from Burlington. I'm a Southern Alamance graduate. And Josiah Hatfield graduated from my high school. And I was no more proud than to have him graduate and go to East Carolina. However, they converted him to a wide receiver. Do you know who Josiah Hatfield is? He was our quarterback. And if he's fast enough to run back kickoffs and punts and be a wide receiver and has good enough hands, why can't you run, instead of running up the middle, I don't know, run a bubble screen and let him throw the football, kind of piggybacking on an earlier call where we had Tyler Snead do the same thing. He has the accuracy and he has the talent. They're just not using him. And I just wanted to know what y'all's thoughts was. I didn't even know if y'all knew that Josiah Hatfield used to be a quarterback, and that's what I thought they were recruiting him for.
Not well.
Converted him to a wide receiver, punt returner, kickoff returner, kind of special teams kind of guy. So go for it.
All right. Thanks for the call, Kevin in Burlington. I mean, I feel like Josiah Hatfield has been used several times in several spots over the years and has not taken the ball and ran with it, in my opinion. I feel like he's been given a lot of opportunities as far as him being a quarterback. A lot of these guys were quarterbacks in high school. And Jason, I don't know, do you remember his recruitment?
I actually recruited Josiah.
Okay, well, Kevin, we got a good guy here. Did you recruit him as a quarterback?
No, we did not recruit him as a quarterback.
Okay, all right.
Let me ask you this, though. If you were calling the plays, would there be a play in the book for him to throw the football?
Could be.
Because I remember Dwayne Harris he was quarterback in high school.
Sure
I saw him throw passes on and that's what going back to what we were talking about, the trick plays. But for lack of a better term, trick plays. Yeah. Those are the guys you get on the field, your athletes that can throw the football. You don't want a halfback pass from a guy that's never thrown the football before.
Not only that, people won't go back into his history to know that he was a former quarterback.
Right. We have seen that time and time again here at East Carolina, where guys that were quarterbacks in high school, you run a halfback option halfback reverse pass, whatever you want to call it. And like he had said, Tyler Snead, he threw touchdown passes here.
Surely did.
Guys that can do that, you make plays for them. Whether you don't dip into that bag of tricks every game, but you got to have that. When have we seen anything remotely close to that this year?
Yeah. Well, to even get to the pass, whether it's a reverse pass or a double pass, you got to do something first to get him the ball. So you got to either run a reverse with him so people can say, oh, he's the reverse guy.
Right.
And then once you run a reverse, you have a reverse pass where he has a run pass option. He can run it or he can throw it, depending on what the defense does. So, that's just in your playbook of creativity. When you're trying to call those. When we were here with Logan and those guys, Doug Martin, offensive coordinator.
Logan did those plays.
We didn't call them trick plays. We practiced those plays, and we were going to use them. Yeah. And we knew every week. And the great thing about it is we knew that if we practiced those plays, they're going to show up in the game. They were going to call them. Mm-hmm. That made us buy into it.
As far as Josiah Hatfield goes, we've talked about him a little bit, Jason. I know it's fair to say you would like to see him kind of take over. Like, he's been given chances, I feel like. He just hadn't stepped up. It's kind of frustrating.
And I'm, with what that caller was saying, there's always another side to the story. Because Josiah Hatfield probably does something over there every day, and they have to say, okay, do we want to put him in that situation? You got to earn that opportunity. You just don't say, hey, we're going to put this ball in your hand, and, if you haven't proven that you're going to make a good decision with it. Because, livelihoods are at stake when you start doing that type stuff,
Yeah, livelihoods are at stake if you don't start doing that stuff, too.
That's true, too, because
there's two sides of that coin.
Where we sit. But, a lot of that comes from creativity. I haven't seen much of that.
Well, that's funny that you say that, because that was the one word I took out of that whole comment was creativity, and that's what I haven't seen from this offense.
317-1250, Spencer is up next in Greenville. Hey, Spencer.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, what's up, man?
I would say, I got to give the boys some credit today. They covered the spread. I think that's worth something.
Billy, you said right after the game, a whole lot of people lost money tonight.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think a lot of people
lost
were
a lot of money who would have taken Tulane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But, at the same time, I'm not even mad anymore. I'm just sad. Like, at what point do heads need to start rolling?
I don't know, but I don't think we're going to see any heads rolling. No. I don't know.
I really would be shocked, because at this point you're 1-8 and you've passed that point of trying to salvage anything in the season. So why not ride it out and just let the chips fall where they may and make the adjustments and firings or whatever you're going to do at the end of the season. So I would be shocked if any changes were made before the end of the season now.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%, but like y'all were saying earlier, I'm right now at the point we need to start playing Jeter. You have nothing to lose, like exactly what y'all said.
And 3 games left. He has 3 games. If you care about that red shirt, well, he can play in all 3 of the rest of the games and keep the red shirt. So
absolutely,
it's not an issue now.
Yeah,
get him in.
Yeah, we got nothing to lose. Screw it, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
We'll allow that. All right, anything else, Spencer?
That's the way I can put it right now.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Spencer. Thanks, man.
All right, thank you.
There is Spencer in Greenville. Let's go to Mike in LaGrange. What's up, Mike?
I think we just need to bring more pressure, to be honest with you.
Bring more pressure?
Yeah, like our linebacker. We need to bring more linebackers.
What do you think, Jason? Do we need to blitz more?
I think we brought them all.
Well, that's good to say, but that's not always good to do. You got to leave somebody on the island if you do that.
Hello, Mr. Boggy.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike, and Mike's daughter.
Take care of them youngins.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break. Jack in Fayetteville and old Rod in Wilmington. Old Rod in Wilmington.
Sitting on the porch with his shotgun and his Marlboro.
I love hearing from Rod. We got Rod coming up next. We got more of your calls, 317-1250 on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. LSU scores, Bama answers. Let's see what happens now on this Tigers drive. A long quarterback run by Daniels to the 50 just about. And we'll keep you up to date on all the scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. More to go after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners Independent Agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
What's up there, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Are you guys ready for the holidays? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have up to 15% off 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee second and third rows. Also this holiday season in November starting 2023, up to 10% off Ram 2500 and 3500s. And also this month and going forward, we have oil changes as low as $34.95. That's right, folks, $34.95 oil changes here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go Pirates.
The holiday season is here, and Russell's wants to be Santa's little helper. The fall arrivals at Russell's are amazing. Whether it's the great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women, we have you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. That adds up to a lot of Christmas smiles. Our signature gift wrap is beautiful and free. Put us on your list. We'll both be glad you did. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Take control of your health today with Arc Point Labs. Looking to lose weight? Have you tried everything possible and nothing is working? Sometimes a hormone imbalance can be the underlying cause to weight issues that dieting and exercise can't fix alone. A simple blood test at Arc Point Labs can provide insight to your weight loss goals. Visit arcpointlabs.com today or call 629-6228 to get an appointment. Arc Point Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit artpointlabs.com.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Kim McNeil, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. 317-1250, the number on the Pirate Radio Live line. You're tuned into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show on a Saturday night. Some good games going on that we are following right now as we come to you. Make sure you go see one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service next to Little Caesars on Charles Boulevard in Greenville, in front of Lowe's Home Improvement on Memorial Drive in Greenville, next to Walmart on 10th Street in Greenville, and the U.S. Cellular store in the Greenville Mall behind the Chick-fil-A. Johnny D in Wilmington, Shane, Jack, hang on. Let's go to Rod in Wilmington. Hey, Rod.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. I had high hopes today we were going to turn the corner on this losing streak in the first half. We had some good offensive line play. The receivers were sure-handed, and quarterbacking was looking good. We were moving the ball, and then I heard the announcer talk about Blake Harrell's game plan for defense was to get after Pratt, and they did that, and you could see it in the first half, and but in the second half they got after our guy, and we didn't get after them, and I got to go with Mike in LaGrange. He's got the key to this whole college football, and I don't know exactly how you do it, but if you don't put pressure on those quarterbacks, the good ones, they're going to light you up. And I've been saying it all the time. I mean, it's just it's a basic problem. If you throw a ball through the air 50 yards and connect with a guy on the other end, and he can pick up yardage with his feet after that. I defend against that. You can defend against that a lot better than you can. You need to defend against that other than a guy that's connected to the ground running. The two don't equate. In other words, if you're getting good on a pass rush, you're gonna get penetration, and so you possibly gonna be across the line of scrimmage and can force a runner at that point. To me, the problem is elemental. And if I was a coach, I'd have me some of the best athletes that I could find, and I'd have them on that defensive line, and I would have them. I'd get me some jiu-jitsu instructors and work with them, teach them how to get your opponent off balance. And when he picks his foot up, you jerk him here, or you push him there, and you just figure out how to crawl all over him and get to that quarterback. And that would be game plan number one. In the game plan was a defensive pass rush and putting the pressure on those quarterbacks, because in college football, with the quarterback play you got nowadays, you can swing one out there for 50 yards and connect and flip the field and probably score. I mean, that's what you got to do. And I don't know. I mean, I would be working that problem. That'd be the number one thing I would work as a college football coach. And Jason said it. You set the run up with the pass. And if you can't pass, it's going to hurt you running. It's going to hurt. So I mean, old Mike in LaGrange, he said the truth. I don't know exactly how you do it, but that's what I'd be looking to do.
All right, Rod. I will say it feels like Blake Harrell was ultra aggressive in previous years, and we haven't seen as much of the blitz. Maybe relying on the strength of this team, which is the D line going after the quarterback. But have y'all noticed that this year?
Let me say this: would you be a little bit more prone to call more blitzes if you could rely on your offense to score?
take more chances.
Yeah.
You're saying almost since we're playing so conservative on offense,
I mean,
the defense
you don't want to take as many chances on defense.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm thinking, okay, if I'm a defensive coordinator, my team's out there scoring 35 points a game, I'm taking much more chances on defense because I know the offense is going to go out there and score.
True.
I think the opposite way.
Why did I know that was going to happen?
All right. Okay, Rod. Well, thank you, man.
Well, okay, yeah. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later. As always, I enjoy it, fellas.
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling in, man. There is Rod in Wilmington. Got to get Jason, any jiu-jitsu instructors in your football career? I mean,
I guess you can. I mean, whatever it takes to work. I mean, they do everything. So,
yeah.
Hey, I've seen offensive linemen take dance instructions.
Yeah.
Yoga.
Yeah, absolutely.
D linemen do work on hand movements, how to combat, the offensive lineman trying to hold them and all that good stuff.
Bring a little Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Did y'all see the movie, The Longest Yard? The remake with Adam Sandler? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy that was the judo specialist on defense that smoked a cigarette?
There you go.
That's what I thought about.
Oh, is that where you got that from?
Oh, I don't know. That's just what I thought came to mind when he said jiu-jitsu.
All right.
Up, kick guy in the face.
Jack in Fayetteville, line 3. Hello, Jack.
How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Could be better. Few things. My wife always says to be positive, so I'm very positive that this is the worst offense I've seen in 43 years of Pirate football. I've been a fan since I was 9 years old when my brother got there in 1980, 81. And, Ed Emery, awesome, great. We've had great coaches. We've had some that didn't do too well. Art Baker, struggled there. John Thompson, thank God, I was an offensive grad assistant at the time at Fayetteville State. So I didn't get to see those 2 years, and I didn't go in the stadium at all during that period. So somebody was looking out for me during that period. The guy that was, for people slamming Mike Houston, I don't get it. Do we forget what Scotty Moe did? 2-9, losing to A&T, and I mean that when they were a D2 team, I believe at the time.
Well, he was 3-9, 3-9, 3-9, and they were FCS. Yeah.
Okay. Well, but in the games with Scotty Moe, if it wasn't FBS team or UConn, the game was over before the coin flip. I mean, it was already a 40-point game, and we were over. And to say that Mike Houston won with that, yes,
well,
he did.
Eventually, year 3.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, Scotty Moe isn't the bar at East Carolina. Like that's not, I hear you, but
it's becoming a bad argument to bring up Scotty Montgomery now, who's been in talks to be an NFL head coach.
Yeah, what people don't see, I bite my tongue on this because I've sat in a room with the guy, and I promise you, he's a really good football coach. Did we have all the parts we needed to be successful? Probably not. We were lacking a lot of stuff, but let me tell you, he's in the NFL. So let's move on from that because he's in the NFL.
Being taught,
but here's the thing:
as a head coach,
and Mike Houston, because here's the thing, he looks out for his people. He is maybe he's too loyal with Donnie Kirkpatrick, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think daggone Vince Lombardi or our boy I don't. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my mind right now.
I can tell.
Had before. At EC, Lincoln Riley. I don't think Lincoln Riley could get.
Well, whose responsibility is it to bring in players to run a team and offense?
Exactly, but I mean.
Well, where does your exactly go? Who, I tell you.
What I'm saying is, right now, it doesn't matter who's calling the offense. We can't catch. We can't block. But here's the problem, and you said it before. We've lost starting wide receivers, Keaton Mitchell. We've lost 2 O-linemen beginning of the year.
We got it.
So we knew the offense was going to be bad, but here's the thing. We've had a chance in all these games to win.
And we haven't.
I mean, we need to,
Scotty Moe never went 1-11.
I like our 1-11 team.
Oh, wow. You like our 1-11 team as opposed to a 3-9 team?
I mean, I don't like neither one of them, to be honest with you.
And beat Carolina and beat NC State.
I don't like any of them.
I don't think getting rid of Houston's going to help.
Okay.
Well, nobody here is saying that. That's what callers are saying.
Yeah. Well, for the callers, I think they need to lay off Houston.
Okay.
What we lost to the pros.
All right, Jack. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Go Pirates.
Yes, sir. There's Jack in Fayetteville. 317-1250. Shane is up in Clayton. Hey, Shane. All right, let's go to Johnny D in Wilmington. What's up, Johnny?
Clip. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Clip, man. Happy belated birthday to you, my dear friend.
Thank you, buddy.
You had a good one.
Thank you.
Man, Nichols, man, you doing something right over there with Weaver, man. Billy Weaver's starting to sound like Shannon Sharp, man.
Somebody got to work on him, Johnny.
Out the shell there. Yeah, I don't know about the last caller. I want a Coach Mo fan by no means, but he did beat NC State. He did run them out of town. But anyway, yeah, our offense is stagnant. I was just sitting there doing a little math. If you take out the Gardner-Webb game, FCS team, where we scored 44, we're averaging 14 points a game. That ain't going to work, man. That ain't going to work.
That ain't close to work.
You can't win in college football in this day and age scoring 14 points. And on the flip side, if your defense holds the team to 13 points, you should win. And I haven't looked at the turnover. What was the turnover discrepancy? I mean, if we did lose the turnover battle, it was. I think we won the turnover battle. We got an interception, so you win the turnover. Yeah, you win the turnover battle, and you hold a team to 13 points. You have to win those games. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like Kyle, man. Not a lot of stuff really to say, but. Again, you guys do a bang-up job with your pregame and postgame show. And how about another shout-out to my boy Jaquan McMillan, pick last week from my Broncos. So y'all have a good night.
All right, you too, John.
Yeah, there are a lot of NFL teams right now thinking, why'd we pass up on that guy?
Chan, who'd he say? Who was playing for the Broncos?
Oh, Jaquan McMillan.
Jaquan
McMillan.
Steve Ellis said it was a shark.
When you think of a shark, you think of Jaquan McMillan. A shark always goes forward. It never goes backward.
Hey, do you ever see a shark?
Never, ever.
In a fish tank?
You never see a shark in a catfish in the same fish tank. Ever.
Thank you, Coach Ellis. All right, 317-1250. Let's take a break. Evan, David, and Andy. That fires me up every time. We'll get to your calls when we return. U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Back with you after this. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food, fun, and football. Chico's has been a game day tradition for Pirate football fans since 1983. Whether the game is home or away, make it a Chico's Day for some great specials and the best chips and salsa in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. McGraw from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirates
Pirate Nation. Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. Dove, ducks, and deer, it's that time of year, and we've got the guns and all the gear. When you're not getting rowdy at Dowdy, enjoy browsing our online store and take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Be sure to check out our weekly hot deals, and when you're ready, head to Carolina Caliber. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
It's that time of year again. Football is back and the pads are popping. And off the field, it's the popcorn at Wally's 2 Kettle Corn that's popping. Whether it's a movie night or watching the big game with your team, Wally's 2 has you covered like ECU's defensive backs. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or my favorite, better butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
Here at Brown and Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown and Wood, voted number 1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Sidebar is the place to be this football season in downtown Greenville. Get your team together for dinner on the patio or inside starting at 5:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Or take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest foods around for lunch Thursday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30. And on Sundays, enjoy a delicious fall brunch from 11 to 2. Make your reservation today by calling 751-0151. Follow the Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville for more details. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio. Blah, blah, blah. This. Blah, 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 blah. Is. Blah. Pirate. Blah, blah. Radio.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, Liberty is cruising over Louisiana Tech right now with about 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter of 42 to 18. Oregon leading California 42 to 19 in the third quarter. Marshall is trailing App State in the fourth quarter 28 to 9. It is West Virginia 17, BYU nothing in the second quarter. Kansas has a 14-0 lead over Iowa State with about 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Michigan leads Purdue 17-0 in the second quarter. Rice trailing SMU 14-7 in the second quarter. It is Washington 7, USC 14 in the second quarter. Mississippi State trailing Kentucky 7-0 in the second quarter as well. Alabama leads LSU 14-7, and Miami leads NC State 3-0 with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard brought to you by The Buck. They have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at The Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville along with 18 TVs so you don't miss any action. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway. That starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at The Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Nope. The U.S. Cellular 5th quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio. Wow, I almost
You were about to do it.
You were going to do it too,
yeah.
It's by habit.
Pirate Radio Live 5th quarter show.
Yep.
Zach, Andy, David, hang on. Let's start this segment with Evan in Whiteville. Hey, Evan.
Hey, Clip, how you doing? All right, I want to start off with Go Pirates. All right. I am impressed with how we played tonight. I was not expecting us to put up a fight like we did. That just shows the culture, like, as cliche as that sounds. all these people are calling for Mike's head do not think he needs to be fired. That is the last thing that we need to do, because we've all experienced Scotty Mose starting over. We do not need to just wipe the slate clean and start over like we did 4 or 5 years ago. That is the last thing that we need to do. There's a lot of young players that got good burn tonight that really performed. We stood up. The fans really showed up tonight. It's a tough time to be a Pirate fan, but we're always there, and we're still calling for Donnie's head. I know it's bad to say. Everybody says that's the scapegoat. It's the same old thing, run up the middle. But number 8, what's his name? Gerald Green, he performed tonight like I've never seen. He was the spark that we've been looking for whenever Javius Bond went out, and that's how it goes.
All right, that's how it goes. Thank you, Evan. Gerald Green tonight had 5 carries for 14 yards and a touchdown, 2 catches for 1 yard. And but I guess it shows you the lack of production we've had on offense when that is a like I've never seen performance.
Yeah.
For the caller there.
And I will say this, I'm not going to get into a conversation of whether or not Mike Houston should go or shouldn't go or whatever. This is just purely an observation. The team has not quit on him.
Yeah.
That is proof in the pudding tonight, because a 1-8 team could have gone out there and laid down and gotten beat by 5 touchdowns by Tulane. It would have been expected by the fans, and no one would have really blinked an eye on it. So to Mike Houston's credit, he has not lost his team.
Yeah, that's a good point. And our Commanders have a coach that I wouldn't mind seeing go, but at the same time,
are we going?
No, I want to just compare it to what you just said.
Okay.
I feel like those players would run through a brick wall for Ron Rivera. So there's a reason you do keep a coach like that around.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
David is up in Farmville next. Hello, David.
Hey, good evening. Just a couple of comments, I guess, observation. At this point, trying to be overly upset about things doesn't do anything, and it doesn't matter what we say here because the coaching staff is going to continue to do their thing. But you made a comment earlier in the show about doing the same thing, getting the same results, going back to plays that were successful. That first quarter was impressive. They moved the ball. They were winning first down. They were being aggressive. After the first quarter, where did the aggressiveness go? When we were late in the ball game, right before he went for it on 4th down and it didn't work, first play was a run up the middle. Second play was a run up the middle. Now it's 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. He threw a ball over the middle. It was a tough pass. I mean, yeah, maybe Jalen should have caught it, but that was a tough situation to be in. I just don't understand the mentality of not trying to win first down. The goal should be 4 or 5 yards on first down. If you can take some of that off of them, the play calling will be a little bit different. The execution will be a little bit different. You can't throw the ball, you can't pass the ball, you can't block. And suddenly now it's 3rd and long, and you're trying to complete a play that you can't complete, and you haven't shown the ability to complete. The one question I would want to ask Donnie Kirkpatrick: do you have a screenplay in your offensive play plan?
Well, and David, he was asked about screens this week, and the problem is I feel like they've tried to run some, and it's just gone south. Almost every time they've tried screens.
Well, they ran one successfully in the first quarter, I remember, because they were going left to right, and it was early on. And to your point about winning first down, it's funny because I was in the stands, and early in the first quarter there was a run up the middle on first down, but they gained 4 yards, and I heard one of the guys in the stand, run up the middle, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. You just won first down. I'm okay with the run up the middle when you win first down. You can't get into third and long situations because, as a matter of fact, there was a couple times, if I remember correctly, there were a couple runs up the middle on first and second, but then it was 3rd and 2, where your options are wide open. Yeah. I'm good with that, 100%. I'm not with run up the middle, not winning first down.
Well, they mixed it up in that first quarter. I mean, that was the deal. I mean, we were passing a lot on first down too, which, you're completing a 5-yard, hitch route or whatever out there. It's 2nd and 5. I mean, it is. It's about winning first down. However, we got to do that to keep the defense off balance, because you're right. When you have a 3rd and short, the advantage goes to the offense.
Absolutely.
It almost feels like, does it feel like we're up 10-0, boys. Let's strap in. We're going to win this game 10-9. Instead of, hey, let's go up 17-0 or 24-0.
Yeah.
It's, all right, we're up and we're going to win, 10-9. That's the final.
And something we haven't talked about, should have been 14-0 because the 3rd down pass in the back of the end zone was overthrown and the receiver was wide open.
You're right.
Well, the biggest problem I have is you've got a quarter. Okay, so let's just say the offensive line is the biggest problem. So you're having trouble blocking. Why are you continually having Flynn hold the ball for 5-6 seconds? He's getting sacked. There was a play earlier in the game where Tulane came to the line of scrimmage and ECU adjusted their defense, and they were stacked heavy to the right side. And what did Pratt do? He audibled and took the ball and ran to the other side of the field away from the defense. I don't see any audibles. I don't see any hot routes. When the commentator even commented on a play, Tulane's bringing 7 guys. They're bringing 8 guys on a blitz. There's no hot route. Instead, Flynn drops back 5 steps, and next thing you know, there's nowhere to go, and it's gone. If you can't block, get rid of the ball quicker. I just don't see any adjustments, and I really wish the media would press the coaching staff a little bit more. I mean, I love your show, and I love coming on and being able to complain, but at this point, it's 1-8. The media just has to start asking a little bit harder questions, about why do you continue to do what you do when it's not working? I'll hang up and listen, and I appreciate it, guys.
All right, David. Thanks for the call. 317-1250. Andy is up in Charlotte. Hey, Andy.
Hey, guys. So we're talking a lot about Donnie. You guys ready to hear from him?
Yeah, sure.
So.
Oh, wait. Hold on. This is Andy who did Houston. So Donnie's
Come
there
on,
tonight?
Flip. Get on the A game.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, Donnie, let's go. All right.
We played football today. We threw the ball to the right. We threw it to the left. We didn't hand it off, but he's got to go up and get that ball. He's got to catch the ball. But I will tell you this, we did not turn the ball over. I mean, that is tremendous improvement. I mean, that means, if you think about it, that means 0 fumbles and 0 interceptions. We didn't even turn the ball over at halftime. I mean, that's just crazy. So, I mean, life is great. Football's fun.
That's pretty
That is spot on.
That is pretty good.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, he forgot the well.
Chandler, can you come here and we'll trade you for Chandler? Because
dude, that's great.
You're the impressions, man.
Wow.
Oh,
he hung up.
That is perfect, man.
Mic drop.
Don't ruin it by saying something else.
Nope. Mic drop. There you go.
I can't. Andy, can't wait to hear you. Practice your Blake Harrell for next week.
Oh, that's good.
Andy in Charlotte. Man, MVP status here. All right, Zach is up next, then Dunn. Hello, Zach.
Hey, guys. I'm actually in Asheville tonight for Colin's wedding. I told you about it. Congrats to Colin. Everybody said I do. Biggest thing that I've got tonight, Mike Houston came on and said, there's somebody in a recliner somewhere that's got some negative things to say. It doesn't matter what the setting is that somebody says it. It doesn't make it any less true. This is a sad state of football. And, in order to prevent next year, where we are right now, we got to see what we got in the cupboard. And every snap that Raheem Jeter doesn't play, that's more time that we don't know what we've got. We don't know that we've got to hit the portal. It's sad, but the season's over. The season's a wash. But you got to see what you've got coming. The time for the moral victories that the guy a few calls back was talking about, they played hard, kids played good. We've got a head coach and an offensive coordinator that go to the podium every week and say that the kids are playing hard. Kids are playing hard. No. We've got somebody already on the payroll that says that the time for that is over in the 5th year, and guys who've been in the program for 5 years and 3 years, you need to see what you got, you need to see what you need to go get. At the end of the day, we're always Pirates. Appreciate you guys, what you do. I know as the season drags on, these shows get harder to do. So ready for Pirate basketball. It has probably been a long time that the basketball team has been able to probably get the same amount of wins as the football team does in the season, their first week. So I'm hoping for a 2-0 week from the basketball team. Excited for Coach Schwartz. Appreciate you guys again. Go Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Zach, for the call. Tonight on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Boy, this stat on the UB stat sheet jumped out at me. So Alex Flynn was 10 of 18, threw the ball 18 times, and ECU credited for 23 rushes. That's 41 plays.
Wow.
41 plays.
There were 7 possessions.
7 possessions? Wow. Did we play a full game?
we had the ball 7 times.
These are got to be halftime stats.
We had the ball 7 times.
What in tarnation?
Yeah, we had the ball 7 times.
I hate to laugh, but it's laughable.
I mean, I watched the game. I mean, East Carolina had 190 yards, 10 first downs.
Most of the questions asked of the defensive players post game were about being on the field so long, because they were
38 to 22.
Yeah,
was the time of possession.
7 possessions for the offense.
40. I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I remember that low number of plays in a game. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Now, how many plays was the defense on the field? Probably 80, 90?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
So Pratt threw 25 and 44, 69er. 69.
What's that?
69.
Oh, off plays?
For Tulane.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay. 317-1250. Ryan, we'll get to you next. We have open. Oh, you want to get to him now? All right, Ryan, we'll go ahead and get to you in Charlotte. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of loud here, but yeah, this is the 17th time in program history that we've lost 8 games in a season. The last time that we've seen a team turn over an 8-loss season in a year for the next season was 1989. I mean, this is Mike Houston's second time losing 8 games in a season, and at 55 games as a coach, he's the worst coach we've ever had to coach 55 games. I don't understand how he's been in charge for 55 games and has just been so incompetent as this coach. I don't see how we can survive as a program that he's still in charge. It's so frustrating for this season. I apologize that this season has been so frustrating for you guys. I'm sure it's not been the most enjoyable Pirate Radio for everyone, but do you see anything improving next year? Even if we bring Mike Houston back, do you see him turning around a Willie Fritz type program? I mean, Willie Fritz brought back a 2-10 team, but do you see Mike Houston doing that?
All right, so here's a recipe for a bowl season next year. You bring in a new offensive coordinator. You sign a veteran quarterback from the portal. You revamp your offense. You really need a lot. You need linemen and receivers from the portal as well. And you bring back Blake Harrell and his defense. Because, again, if we had a competent offense, so I think a previous caller said it, we've said it pretty much every week, we'd be bowling or near bowling right now, I feel like. We'd be close to that 6-win mark.
You would be.
So, and it's not out of the realm of possibility to revamp this thing in an offseason. It's going to be tough. But I'm just trying to give you some kind of hope, Ryan, that it can be done.
Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility, and the way you do that, immediate help, is through NIL, and the only way here, let me just throw this out to you. Why are we focused, and I know I'm going to get flack for this, but why are we focused on an indoor practice facility right now? Is that the immediate need, or is NIL the immediate need? Now, if I'm the head coach and I know that the only way I get players in here, especially at quarterback, a difference maker, is to pay him money. Now, let me put it to you this way. If I'm a quarterback and I'm a really good quarterback and I'm looking around, and University X comes to me and says, we're going to give you $100,000 a year to come here in NIL, and we've got this beautiful indoor practice facility. Or at East Carolina, they say, well, we're going to pony up $300,000 or $500,000 for you to come here. We don't have practice facilities, so you're going to have to practice out in the rain. You all right with that? What do you think? So how important is that indoor practice facility right now?
Jason, you've been a lot of stops, so what's your answer?
To be honest, we're way behind on the indoor practice facility.
That's what I'm saying.
We should have had an indoor practice facility
long time ago.
5-10 years ago. Right. If you're going to keep up with what everybody else is doing.
Now it's not about facilities.
Now it's not about facilities anymore. It's about being able to get money and paying players. And so, that's just the honest truth. We're past that now. Let's get players in here, because if you get the players in here and you win, you'll get the indoor practice
Absolutely.
facility.
It's putting the cart before the horse with the indoor facility.
Yeah, but we missed that boat. We should have had an indoor a long time ago.
Steve Logan used to call for indoor facilities long time ago when he'd have to practice out in hurricane weather.
Oh, yeah. Been there and done that.
Yeah. So that's
go to the gym.
Right, absolutely. So like I said, the way to turn around this program is to go get players, and the only way you get players and immediate help is NIL, and the only way you get NIL money here is use money already allocated for something else, i.e., indoor practice facility. We don't need that right now. We need players.
I have a fear.
Will come.
I hope we can get that money, Weave, because if I'm a player, I'm a little nervous about this, Jason. Like, you look at these offensive stats, what we've done all year and what we did today. Do players want to come play in this offense? You're recruiting right now
for $500,000.
For 1 year, you can say, "Hey, we weren't that good." You can still recruit over this right here.
Okay,
you got to find the positives in it, and just say, "Look at our history." If I'm recruiting a receiver, I'm going through the history books and say, let's look at what these guys did and how many balls they caught in X, Y, Z. If I'm looking at the quarterbacks, I'm saying, look at the quarterbacks that has played here, gone on, been developed, and had great careers. You can overcome one bad season. You can. So I wouldn't worry about that. That's your job as a coach, is to find the positive and recruit the heck out of it.
All right, 317-1250. Weave, can you read my shirt real quick? The Blitz. Got a live blitz from Billy Weaver. Thank you, sir. 317-1250, back with more of your calls. We have open lines. We'll get back to you. And we've got an LSU touchdown.
Tied it up.
Extra point away from knotting it up in Tuscaloosa. Back with more after this.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Defense!
What are you doing?
You haven't heard? Carolina Hardscapes has the best defense in Pitt County. And you know defense wins championships.
What? No. They have the best fence company in Pitt County.
Wait, they do fencing now?
That's right. Just give them a call at 364-1201 and they'll get the job done right. And don't forget, they still do patios, pools, and mulch.
Wow, now that's a championship caliber company. Carolina Hardscapes. Enjoy the outdoors.
What do I like about being a local agent for Farm Bureau Insurance? Above all, I like helping people.
using my insurance experience to make Pirate Country a better, safer place. Insurance is a necessity, and I take pride in helping people find the right coverage for all their needs. I'm Brandon Manning. Call me at 252-531-1812 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about Farm Bureau Insurance and how they can save you time and money. That's Brandon Manning at 252-531-1812.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates. Get ready for tailgate season at Shimmer Boutique. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer has the best selection of game day apparel and accessories for ladies. And gentlemen, Shimmer has a newly restocked wide selection of t-shirts with brands like Local Boy, Old South, Southern Fried Cotton, and the newest edition, Pimp Shrimp. Shimmer has everything you need this fall. They carry the largest selections of Yetis and Hey Dudes and more. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique with locations in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville. Go Pirates!
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts. That's Familia. Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12. That's Familia. Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup. That's Familia. Clip, really? Oh, sorry. Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right. In an ACC matchup, NC State has a 7-something lead because the graphic won't move out of the way. There it goes, 7-3 lead over Miami, although Miami is currently in the red zone facing a 3rd and 7. And NC State bats the ball down, so now they're facing a 4th and 7 inside the red zone. Other scores right now, Oregon beating up California 56-9 in the 4th quarter. It is Appalachian State 31, Marshall 9 in the 4th quarter. Kansas goes into the locker room at halftime with a 14-3 lead over Iowa State. Michigan leads Purdue 20-3. It is SMU 17, Rice 14. Mississippi State trailing Kentucky 14-3. It is Washington and USC tied at 21, and LSU and Alabama are tied at 14 with about 2 minutes to go in the first half. That is your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. They have all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day with The Buck at the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut, and the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at The Buck. And Clip, as we head back into the show, you know, I have this rule where if a caller has called in, they can't call in twice. So Kevin from Burlington called in. He wanted me to ask this question to you and to our panel of distinguished guests. He says he wants to know and pose this question: when has Mike Houston faced adversity as a head football coach? Because he tends to be a winner and coming into winning programs. So when has he really faced adversity, and is it possible that maybe he's just not equipped right this second to be facing this kind of adversity? I'll pose that question.
I've talked about this before. Mike Houston was 29-8, including a 13-win season at Lenore-Ryan, then moved on to the Citadel, 5-7 in his first year, 9-4, so a winning record there. Then went on to James Madison, 2 14-win seasons, including a national championship, 37-6 there. He has never really faced adversity. This is the first time he's going to have a record close to this bad, although he was 3-6 in 2020 here at East Carolina. So he is going through this for the first time. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm going to answer a question with a question. How many times have you seen a high school football player, state championship winner, undefeated seasons his entire career, goes to college, wins every game, goes 33-3 in college or whatever, falls flat on his face in the NFL?
Tim Tebow?
I mean, we could go down a list.
Trevor Lawrence.
We could go down a list.
Trevor Lawrence didn't lose in college.
It's hard to swallow losing when you don't lose. So there is some validity to that.
Well, let me pull out my motivational book. I think it says, you find out who you really are when you face adversity.
That's right.
Real character shows.
That's right.
When you face adversity.
That's right.
All right.
Cliffism.
Alan, Marty, and hang on. Let's go to Randy in Greenville. Hey, Randy. Randy. All right. Let's try McFly. Marty is up in Cary. Hello, Marty.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Yeah, I kind of got you set up on a speakerphone while I'm driving. So.
All right. Well, safety first.
That's right. We'll accept that.
Yeah.
I did what you guys are doing for about 15 years. So I graduated in 80. I've been started with Pat Dye, and I've been through every coach since. And I think I love East Carolina. I don't like East Carolina fans. We seem to have the worst perspective when we look over our history. Well, I can't speak to a whole lot of the fans, but if you take the full perspective for this season, in the last 4 games, we played the 3 teams that are tied for top place in our conference. They're undefeated in our conference. We played the number 2 team in the nation to start out. We played 2 teams, second and third, that are pretty much even with us, and we played them down to the last play of the game. We shouldn't have lost Charlotte. I don't think anybody knows who that team was that showed up for the Charlotte game. But even then, we only missed about 6 inches. So, got to take a chill pill. This team is playing with the quarterback, with the second-string quarterback that they didn't think would be the starter. And he's getting better every year. He's playing with receivers, one of which is a freshman that he hasn't played with before. And, yeah, they may have gotten even snaps, but you could pretty much bet they were not counting on him being the number 1 quarterback. And yet, yeah, we've only got 1 win, but we've been in every game. I remember years with Art Baker, and I was here for John Thompson and for Maurice. We weren't in every game. As a matter of fact, a lot of those games we weren't in at all. This team's come along every game they played better. And we've missed being on the winning end by 1 or 2 plays in every game we've lost, except for Michigan, which I don't think anybody expected us to be competitive in the first place. So, yeah, can this team turn around next year? We need 2 receivers. We've got a great one in Seoul. We're going to lose Johnson. Is that his name? But we replaced them with 2 receivers, give some time on these new linemen, and let this team gel as it's doing right now. And we have one of the best defenses in the conference. That's why we've been within 1 or 2 plays of winning 5 out of the 6 games we've lost. So, yeah, I know it looks bad. I hate the record. But this team has improved every week. And we've had one of the toughest schedules.
I mean, we gotta, yeah.
All right, Marty's asking for a moral victory. I'm sorry, I'm not giving it.
This is not a tough schedule.
He's called out the fans, and Marty, I'm sure you know, you've been around a long time. Fan is short for fanatical. And that's what fans are, and they're going to be up and down. They're going to scream. They're going to yell. But as I have said in the past and will continue to say, that is better than apathy. And I think that's where we're headed right now is apathetic fans. We're hearing them. We didn't see it in the stadium today, which I'm very thankful for. There were more than 30,000 people in there, and I tweeted out the video, and I said this on social media that I don't care who you are. I don't want to hear it, that there is no other non-Power 5 school in this country that would draw 30,000 fans for a 1-17. I'm sorry, that argument will not stand and is not going to. So I'm not going to call out our fans. And they have a right to yell and scream and call for heads and all that stuff. Like I said, that is a good thing. It really is, because when they stop caring, that's when you have a problem. I haven't seen the fan base stop caring yet. I haven't seen this team stop caring yet, but I can't accept the moral victories. This team is not getting better every week. It's not.
Also, we've talked about the schedule, and I was going to get to that too, Billy. 120 passing yards today. 70 rushing yards. I don't see the
that's not good. There's no improvement. You're taking steps back from last week offensively.
All right, there was Marty. Well, we appreciate your call and your thoughts. 317-1250 AT. Alan Thomas up in Greenville. What's up, AT?
Hello, gentlemen. I'm going to try not to make this a habit, but I wanted to call in and say thank you for your service to our military. Great military appreciation night tonight. It was great to see the Army skydivers popping in the stadium. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon for football.
AT, that was 4 touchdowns before the first quarter.
Yeah. Exactly.
And 1 after it, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, I sat there with Mr. Positive Tony Collins for 4 quarters, and anytime you can get Tony Collins, if you give him 2 buckets of popcorn, you can get him to the 4th quarter. I've learned that. So.
Hey, we saw you on TV, AT.
I know. Yeah, but hey, I just proved that we were there from the beginning till the end. And look, just a beautiful Saturday to watch football. I mean, that's. I want to say that. Period. If you didn't go for other reasons, you missed out on a good Saturday. But I do want to address a couple of things that were said here this evening, and also I just got an opportunity to listen to the coach's comments post game. And look, I appreciate the difficult job and the task of any staff, and when you're just not getting it done. But you also have to be analytical, not emotional. Look in the mirror, try to see what you need to do to try to find ways to win a ball game. And we all know some of the challenges we're facing this year didn't just show up August 1 or September 1. These were laid out over the past couple of years, and we've kind of talked about that. You got to recruit. You got to develop. Football is about transition. That's just the matter of facts. And I want to say this about the game today. Every football game is the result of about 160 collisions on the field on either side of the ball. Bottom line. And when one phase of your game is just playing lights out, it's so wonderful to watch. But when there's clearly something structurally wrong with the other side of the game, it gets very frustrating to watch. And we do so good in the scripted pieces of our offensive performance, and we see it week in and week out. And like I said before, that's not something we're seeing for the first time this year. We've seen it as a trademark, of this staff and this current regime at ECU. But at some point, if you're a coach, you can't just come there and say, hey, the kids fought hard, because we all know that. We love these kids. But you need to tell us about you. What are you doing differently? What is your staff doing differently? And, take the emotion out of it at this point, guys. Newsflash, we aren't making a bowl. We aren't going to have a winning season. But we have a tremendous opportunity to sell this program over the next 3 games by putting our future on the field. Where is Raheem Jeter? Where are our guys on both sides of the ball? For the next 3 or 4 years, these 3 games, they will not burn a red shirt now. Why don't we get the guys on the field to give them an opportunity to sell this program for the future? Now, look, there's things that are going to need to be changed in the offseason, and I hope that is addressed. I'm not going to talk about that here and now. A lot of conversations, discussions going at folks at a lot of high levels and expectations. When you make $2.3 million a year, you have high expectations. But I really hope what we see at FAU and Navy, and when we come back here with Tulsa, is our future on the field. To give our fans something to show up for. We really appreciate our awesome seniors and players, and they need to be out there performing as well. But isn't it time that if we're going to be selling 2024, they say the definition of insanity and futility is making the same mistakes again over and over again. So don't do it again. Put our future on the field the next 2 years. The next 3 games, and build 2024 now. And I'll wrap it up with that, gentlemen. Have a great night. Always good to hear you. And go Pirates.
All right, AT, and I know you wanted a question asked about Jeter at the press conference, and I asked Donnie about that, and I kind of got it sounds like if the score gets out of hand, sure, they're going to put in Jeter. I didn't get we're going to get him in no matter what. Maybe that changes after today. I don't know. But again, you've got 3 games left. You've got 3 games he can play. If you want to hold on to that valuable red shirt, no reason not to get him in.
Why?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, the red shirt. Yeah.
No reason not to get him in at this point.
Absolutely. Because the numbers are in your favor now.
Yeah. And
so
you're not playing for a bowl.
Right.
You're trying to win, of course. But you want to see, you don't want to be in that position like we were last year.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
We never saw Garcia on the field. All right, you want to take a break? All right, Pike and Logan, hang on. We'll get to your calls. We are going to have LSU set up.
Daniels is
but we're
running
going to
all over
have flags. So LSU going to have it around the 20 or so. 13 seconds left to go. Alabama up 21-14, but LSU threatening on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. We're going to enjoy some more Wings over Greenville during the break. 758 Wings. They'll deliver right to your door and have more for you on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Washington scores. It is 28-28 before halftime. Points abound in these games tonight. More to go after this.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Nothing freshens up a space like a new coat of paint. And no one east of Raleigh makes painting easier than CertaPro. Residential or commercial, inside and outside, CertaPro is your dependable painting experts. CertaPro's concern is about getting your painting done right and making sure you're satisfied. Whether you have a large or small job, professional quality is what you will get. Let us come to your home or business and give you a free quote. CertaPro takes all the worry away from your painting project. Go to CertaPro.com and click on Clayton Greenville. That's CertaPro. CertaPro.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
At Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, they've got the best plays in the playbook. On Sunday, come and enjoy NFL football with $12 domestic buckets, $1 wings, and $3 domestic draft. Monday night, it's $6.50 chicken sliders, or get 2 hot dogs with chips for $6.50. Check out Coco's Sports Bar on Facebook for the latest info on menu items, drink and lunch specials, and more. Coco's Sports Bar off of Greenville Boulevard right behind Logan's Roadhouse. Your play of the day all week long. Go Pirates!
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman from ECU Baseball. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, 317-1250. Got a couple of open lines.
I'm sorry.
Good.
I was wondering if we could have a show within the show.
We've had several during that was a good one during the break there.
I'm telling you.
Somehow Washington scored a touchdown and got the ball right back. They got it 1st and goal, and they are about to put up 35 in the first half on USC. And they did it right there because this USC defense, Jason, is atrocious.
Well, they're on the other end of the spectrum.
Right. We can't score. They can't stop anybody.
They can't stop anybody.
That's going to be 34-28 and 35 with the point after. LSU gets in right before the half, and this one's going to go to half 21-21 as Milroe runs it, but that's coming back.
Well, if it's on the defense, it's another play.
Got to be a hold, I would think.
You would think.
I did see a hands to the face today, Chandler. Thought about you. Saw the illegal hands to the face call.
Yeah.
All right. We got Pike hanging on. We got Logan up. We got 2 open lines, 317-1250. Logan's up in Greenville. Hey, Logan.
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
All right. What's up, man?
I got 3 quick points. First one being, I was listening to the post-game show, and I believe it was 47 total yards in 3 quarters. Once again, very bad. But I'm not going to, beat the dead horse. Everybody already knows that. So I'm just going to move on. I just want that to be known. Number 2, hat tip to the defense. Michael Pratt and Tulane's offense is very explosive. With their only loss being to Ole Miss, I think that, them being in, the bottom of the AP top 25 is kind of a snub to them. So for our defense to, bend but don't break, which is pretty much our motto, and to keep them really out of the end zone a lot. So hats off to them. And number 3, it's just a quick message to Pirate Nation. Keep your faith in it, because while, we may not be doing very well right now, They say that it's darkest right before the dawn, and I think it's going to turn around. So thanks once again, guys, for taking my call, and I'll let you guys get right back to it.
Logan, I like it. You had your 3 points outlined, pretty succinct and to the point. Appreciate it.
Positivity without moral victory.
Yeah.
I like that.
No doubt. And also pointed out the bad numbers on the UB stat sheet on the offensive side of the ball, as East Carolina once again came out of the gate looking pretty good on offense, and could not sustain it for 4 quarters or even 2 quarters. All right, Pike is up in North Myrtle Beach. What's up, Pike?
Hey, man, enjoyed the game today. Felt like we really played better. But, of course, we just can't win the ball game with defense. And, I felt like we played the officials, too. They missed a lot of calls on holding against us, against Tulane.
How about the second they added at the end of the first half? I don't want to be a conspiracy guy.
Got some good barbecue.
Pike's still talking.
Enjoyed the weather, but that's about it. I passed through Kinston on the way home, and the liquor store was open. I almost had to go in and get some Goldflogger or something just to have something to celebrate. Hopefully we'll get rid of DK, because I don't see how we can recruit people to come if they know that's who's going to be in charge of the offense. And you can look at the crowd. There's a lot less people in the stands around me today than the last game, and it hurts the whole atmosphere, community, and everything. We gotta show some changes. That's all I got.
Pike, thank you, man. The adding the second at the end of the first half, and I kind of put my tinfoil hat on there and said, all right, the league wants Tulane to win the conference, go back to the Cotton Bowl, win it, get some big-time money, and so they're going to get some calls here. And there was a pass interference that was missed. There was a few calls. Again, not why we lost today, obviously, but that second at the end of the first half had my conspiracy theory mind brewing at that time.
Yeah, I was in the stadium, so I didn't get the benefit of seeing the replay.
Well, guess what? Neither did we.
We didn't either.
Oh, really?
All they showed, I think, Jason, was the ref looking into the replay, and we didn't get to see it at all.
Yeah, now how it should have been 1 second left on the clock. They didn't.
Well, they showed the replay in the stadium, but of course they don't have the luxury of having the television broadcast or the clock on the screen, you couldn't see the clock. Yeah. So you shouldn't see in the replay, which didn't make any difference because you don't know what the clock is at that point. Right. And they had just said, and it was funny because when they were reviewing that, I said to the guy in front of me, I said, they're going to put a half a second left on this clock to get them a chance to kick a field goal and tie this thing up. There was also a play in the second half, and I think I was talking to you about this. Mm-hmm. It was a pass interference call on ECU.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was the player was stumbling, and when they showed the replay in the stadium just went ballistic.
Yeah.
Everybody booed for about 4 plays straight because you never saw any contact between the defensive back and the receiver. So nobody knew. It's like, okay, where is the pass interference there? And then I remember another call, or non-call, I should say. Defensive end for East Carolina had almost a free rush on Pratt. And I could see it plain as day. The right tackle completely had his jersey in his hand, and it was an obvious hold on third down, which would have backed them up 10 yards, and it would have been a third and probably 15, 18 yards as opposed to a first down, which it ended up being. So there were a few missed calls in that game.
All right. Jason, you got anything?
Okay. That's it.
317-1250 is the last call. Last call for your calls before we get out of here on a Saturday night. Get them in now if you wanted them. Want to get them in, 317-1250. More to go on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show. We'll have our Brown and Wood drive of the game. Another game was 1 touchdown.
1 touchdown drive. So take a guess on the 7 drives that East Carolina had.
Exactly. Back with you after this. The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Are you having a hard time participating in the activities you love due to pain? Well, then you need a good stretch or perhaps a massage. At Bodies and Balance, they offer massage therapy, assisted stretching, and Graston techniques to help provide solutions. With years of experience, the team at Bodies and Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you. Mention Pirate Radio to get your first free stretch and your first massage for only $1 per minute. Call 916-4530 to get on the schedule, or you can visit them online at bodiesandbalance.com.
Kick off spooky season with everything you need at your CBD store. They have Delta 8 and 9 gummies, which are #1 in the world, along with seltzers, THCA pre-rolls, flour, and vapes, plus unique pirate gifts, jewelry, and accessories. Need help with sleep, anxiety, or pain? Your CBD store has you covered. And their pet products will help your furry friends stay calm. So stop by your CBD store today. Open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Your CBD store, 420 East Arlington Boulevard. Go Pirates!
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Looking for a hometown service in a hometown atmosphere? Look no further than GW Walker & Sons in downtown Washington. Randy and Carolyn Walker will work with you to make your home renovations come to life. At GW Walker & Sons, we offer a wide selection of flooring for your home, office, church, or school, along with expert installation. Stop by GW Walker & Sons at 203 West Main Street in downtown Washington, and let's start making those dreams come true. GW Walker & Sons, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1946. Go Pirates!
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Grab your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Pirate Radio.
And I can promise you, there will be no quarter, ever, from ECU football. Go Pirates!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250. Chandler, don't go nowhere, because if we don't get 5 more likes before we wrap it up, we're cutting off your pinky.
Okay. Oh, please don't. Why are you going to give people an incentive not to hit the like button?
Which one do I want gone?
I want one of them sausage pinkies out of here.
Hey, you're not that bad.
We'll do the left.
All right.
All right. Get it ready. We need 5 more likes, and we've got the people in the room to get those likes. So let's get them right now, 317-1250. Our drive of the game is brought to you by Brown and Wood, serving the Pirate Nation since 1937. Brown and Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville. Brown and Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville. Online, brownandwoodauto.com. Our drive of the game will be our one touchdown drive, gentlemen. I don't have the numbers on it. Don't really care.
No.
To be honest with you. 10 for 18 passing. I don't know why this is just kind of clicking with me now. I think it was Marty who was talking about we're improving every game.
Right.
And I see we're 10 for 18 passing for 120 yards.
18 passes.
No interceptions. And again, ran the ball 23 times. Like, we didn't have any time to do anything out there.
Short game. Short game.
I sure didn't feel it when the game goes 3+ hours. I don't feel it that way. They still get those commercials in. They find a way to get them in. But yeah, the game did fly by for ECU's offense today, who had 10 first downs on the day. And guys, we'll get ready to close it out. If y'all want to get one last call in, you can. But we've your thoughts on this one? Pirates dropping to 1-8 on the year.
I don't know. It's funny because Cameron, the very first caller of the night, we could have stopped the show right after that.
Yeah.
Cameron was pretty solid. He hit on everything. But like a lot of the callers have said, we were kind of beating a dead horse. And at some point, you got to see some sort of effort to change. And I don't see it. I don't see any change on the horizon. It's like we're going to ride this train until it just completely falls off the rails. And that's a hard position. You know, kudos to the fans, but you can only expect the fans to continue to show up for so long. And I'm surprised at how many showed up today. Pleasantly surprised, but at what point are they going to stop showing up?
J. Nick, final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, thought we had some hope there early on. I think, they came out and we did score early on, but could never get back into a rhythm. Could never get, any consistency offensively. And I guess when you look at the stats, it proves that. Defense has played well. They played their butt off. They've done that all year. Sure, they probably made some mistakes. They didn't play perfect. But like you say, when you only give up 13 points, you would think we can find a way somehow to find another touchdown at some point. But we can't seem to find that right now. And so it's who we are. It's what we've done. I know those guys are going to go to work. And like you said, the positive that I did see and that everybody talked about, Billy, you hit on this earlier, was the kids are still playing hard.
Yeah, they haven't given up.
That's a good sign that they're invested, and those guys, good job by those guys keeping those kids motivated over there, because it's easy to be down on 1-8.
And let me something I just thought of that we did not hit on is we missed an opportunity, because if you remember, early in the second half, Tulane had a few penalties. They were 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalties. They were getting frustrated. They thought they should have been up by 3 or 4 touchdowns at that point. We had them mentally. They were out of the game because there were a few back-to-back plays. Those guys were getting frustrated. They were getting the opponent. They were getting in our faces. You could tell Tulane was like, okay, this is not supposed to go this way. And they were getting frustrated, and we missed that opportunity to jump on it. And it just didn't happen. Other East Carolina teams would have sniffed that out like an old bird dog. And Coach, and I'm not saying this didn't happen on the sideline, but I know coaches that would have rallied the team right there on the sidelines. We got them, guys. Look at them. They don't know what's going on. Let's finish this now. And they didn't. and I hate that.
All right, that'll wrap it up. Shirley, great job as always. Big Dog Sean, thank you for your service as always here on a game day Saturday. Jay, Nick, enjoyed it. We'll see you Monday.
Yep.
Pirate Radio Live. Weave, good job, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
Talk to you next week. Chat gang, thank you. All the callers, thank you. And for those that just sit back and in your chair and listen, thank you as well. We will be back with you next week. We got a 4 o'clock kickoff, so we'll be with you at noon on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. After the game, the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. And we'll recap it more when we return on Monday's edition of Pirate Radio Live at 3 o'clock. For the crew here, I am Clip Rock. Thank you all. We'll see you next week on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football.